एवरीवन गाइस, वेलकम टू द माय चैनल ऐप। और यहाँ पे पहला मैच स्टार्ट हो चुका है 8-1 पूल का। वाह व्हाट अ बैड उल्सान वर्सेस इसका नाम ध्यान नहीं आ रहा मेरे यार, क्या नाम है? इंडियन प्लेयर है ना अपना ये।
A character that is considered to be weak, and you can maximize the opportunities, maximize the tools that are given to you. But like Ulsan will be going up against Banu Kumar.
So this is name not familiar with, but one of my favorite things is always
वाओ गाइस, मजा आने वाला है अब यहाँ पे उल्सान वर्सेस भानु कुमार। यस
it looks locked in. I can't see.
ओके, अभी देखते हैं क्या होएगा यहाँ पर भाई साहब।
I've definitely done.
यार ब्रैकेट तो यार दूसरे थे ब्रैकेट।
Lock in and I immediately.
ओ भाई यहाँ पे आ चुका है।
I've done that. I just I hover over Lydia now because people kind of sometimes play that for me. So I do think it
पहला मैच स्टार्ट नाउ एट पहला पूल।
But yeah, first game of the day here at Fighters Showdown.
ओ भानु कुमार यस।
Are on the line. I've not said that before.
गीज वर्सेस
Just takes
फैंग।
Masters event, 400 points, first place. I don't remember exactly what the standings are, but I think winning, if someone completely out of the blue wins this, that gets you on the top 20,
I
right?
believe they would be, depending on how like the other players here that are close, like Wilson, Seagam, etc. It could mean that. But Geese versus
ओके गाइस, यार सपोर्ट करना यार, बहुत ज्यादा से ज्यादा सपोर्ट करना गाइस।
The 2-4-1 cannot let Geese get that pressure for free. Good punishment.
ओके नाइस लॉन्च, पहला लॉन्च डाउन 4 से।
Clean wall splat. Ends it with the Tekken.
ओके नाइस,
Wall bounce.
दूसरा लॉन्च काफी अच्छा डैमेज, बहुत ही बढ़िया। ये माइनस है और ना ओ नाइस यार वॉल पर। वाह पनिश, व्हाट अ मैन।
Wilson panicking a bit in the first round.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, that's the first round to do it, right? See what this guy can do.
पहला मैच तो काफी अच्छा हो, नहीं पहला राउंड तो काफी अच्छा निकाल लिया।
For the backswing blow.
That was something. But Wilson looking very good this round, poking, getting the damage in.
Spends it. Ooh, goes for the low.
I think first time, I don't see why not. They're probably not expecting it. Wilson not ready to block it.
ओ पनिश,
I like it.
पूरे नहीं मारने चाहिए थी यार वहाँ पे।
This could be one more mix up is dead for Wilson.
ओके, उसके बाद खड़ा होना चाहिए था सीधा।
And I agree with you. You know, Banu Kumar being really risky, playing a little loose in the first couple of rounds.
Yeah.
Those are the easiest rounds to give, right?
I feel like when you play these players for the first time, like an Wilson, like the players that are known to be, on the upper echelon, you cannot give them that respect all the time. You gotta make them feel a little bit scared.
और साइड स्टेप।
All right, trying to pressure towards this wall here with the 4-3s. Nice.
और भाई साहब बीच में टक्कर दिया।
Interesting combo. Should be to the wall. That gets something. Frames 1-3. I think he went for a mid parry.
अरे मेरी ऑडियंस कहाँ हो? सपोर्ट करो यार, मेरे को जल्दी आओ। सारे कहीं लिंक शेयर करो फटाफट।
Ulsan looking really good in this first.
और यहाँ पे TWT स्टार्ट हो चुका है इंडिया वर्सेस।
You can play loose.
Oh भाई।
Sometimes 1-2 rounds is all that a top level player needs to figure you out, right?
In the first round, also definitely looked shaky, but since then he's been firmly placed in that driver's seat. Actually, 2 doesn't maximum cancel. Could have been a mistake there, but I think that was too shallow.
अरे भाई इतना डैम, ये तो यार कितना तेज रिएक्शन है भाई साहब। और लगा था वीप करते ही डाउन सीधा, डाउन करके सीधा पे वो लो।
The combo is a little suspect, but I think if you're a strong Tekken player, Feng is such a powerful pick in tournament play, right? Especially for pool play, where you don't necessarily know what you're going up against. He has so many tools that are needed to just shut down any situation as long as you get the correct read on your opponent.
Yeah.
As we just saw.
I mean, I think that's why you see players like Feng, players like me, players like, they're so synonymous with the character now. Players like Nee, players like Joker picking this character because, well, Joker's played it for a long time. But I mean, it's just so simple. The poke game that you can play with the back 4, down 4, and then.
अरे मेरी ऑडियंस किधर हो? लाइक साइक मारो यार स्ट्रीम को यार।
A character like Feng, if you just put him to use with expert timing, can be one of the most deadliest characters to deal with in this game. You know when to place your back tempos, you know when to dash in with the snake dash into the boss, and when to catch people moving, when to place your back forward.
यार पहला राउंड कितना अच्छा निकाला था भानु ने, उसके बाद इसने उसको वो दे दिया यार सारा।
A person will bring out a solid secondary like a Feng more stable, even though their main might be a weaker character. So it's like, let me play this strong character for pools, let me get quote-unquote carried a little bit, and then once I get the top 16, top 8, where I'm far more familiar with my competition, then I can bring out my main character that might be weaker than a Fang or a Zafina.
Honestly, that has been something I myself have been personally thinking about, is like, should I just start playing Fang through pools and stuff? And I think it's because I think you mentioned they're stable. They're stable characters. If you pick a Fang and you are just better than your opponent, your chances of losing drastically, go down. They drastically go down. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I think it's definitely it can be a smart choice, but if you've not prepared with those characters, because some people will pick like a Fang out of nowhere. They've not really played the character because the character's better than the one I normally pick, and then because they've not played the character, they are not optimized. They don't know what they're doing. They're not experienced in those situations. It can really be a problem. Like for me, picking character in tournament is like, this is a phrase Chicken Maru actually told me. If he's picking new character, he will experience him in tournament for a long time, and if he's losing, his methodology is, listen, I just haven't suffered enough with this character yet. It's like, I need to have the experience with this character, I need to lose with this character, I need to suffer with this character. Then eventually I get to a point where I'm comfortable with this character, can play with him comfortably, and I feel like that's why it's a bit. It depends on who you are. Some people can switch effortlessly. And like, I'm gonna pick this character, etc., etc. But some people need the time to suffer with a character before they're ready to pick them at a tournament level and be comfortable and win games.
Okay, round 2 दूसरा मैच स्टार्ट हो चुका है यहाँ पर.
He might be the former.
अभी मैं लिंक शेयर कर रहा हूँ, मैं किसी के कमेंट देख नहीं पाऊंगा अभी.
Really strong in that game 1 with the Feng Wei. See if Kumar switching to the Kunimitsu.
Now this is a matchup we actually see very often.
Oh, Kuni.
You know, whether it's Kokoma versus Arslan, it could be me versus Arslan, it could be, we see the Kunimitsu Chanel as well. Chanel versus me, the Kunimitsu versus Feng is like we see very often. And looks like going for an alpha switch as well. That's very interesting. That can mean a variety of things.
अरे भाई power क्रश.
That's what the forward for 1+2. Very interesting. Not something you see from Feng very often. I like that. Set 3 into the backdash.
ना रुकने का मतलब नहीं भाई, सब इनके पास.
Snake dash.
Kumar trying to get the jab whip right there.
Yeah, I don't think he was ready for that. I think he was expecting to punish. And then running through, Ulsan takes the first round of the second game.
So many instant while standing forwards from Ulsan, and they're all hitting counter hit, just trying to check Banu Kunar's aggression.
Yeah, it's just that timing right now.
अरे भाई.
Kumar trying to force his way in.
Nice, the double hop drops the combat.
यार क्या ही रिएक्शन है यार इनका यार, बहन क्या एक जरा से रिएक्शन पे उड़ा दिया भाई उसको. क्या रिएक्शन टाइम है भाई इनका. साले ओबे वाह वाह बहुत ही बढ़िया खत्म. अरे यार बहुत बढ़िया ब्लॉक. नाइस डाउन 4 से काफी अच्छा राउंड ले लिया आपके. यहाँ पे वॉल आएगी. नो कॉम्बो ड्रॉपर. यार भाई पनिशमेंट. नाइस बहुत ही अच्छा लॉन्च. अरे लाइक साइक कर देना, कमेंट कर देना यार. मेरी ऑडियंस क्या क्या कर रही हो तुम. ओ भाई रेल ड्राइव भी रोक दी वहाँ पर.
Is now on set point.
Looking real strong, doing a real good job at cutting off Kumar at every opportunity.
Okay, 2 round.
Max wall carry, just short of the wall splat.
Yeah, that's at 1+2. Wasn't ready for the combo. Down back 3, count it. Ulsan in such a good position right now. Like to raise drive spent. Down for 1-2, doesn't confirm the final hit. Come on, what can you do? What can you do?
One more chance.
Okay.
Great whip punish there from Ulsan.
2 round. पहला मैच तो इतना अच्छा निकाला था ना. बस क्या ही बताओ यार गीत से. बस हो गया, खत्म हो गया. बहुत बढ़िया. बहुत ही अच्छा मैच खेला भानु ने. फिर भी काफी अच्छी टक्कर दी. बस ये है कि इन्होंने थोड़ा कुछ ज़्यादा एग्रेसिव खेला है. थोड़ा अगर ये रुक के खेलते हैं, मूवमेंट देखते हैं इनकी, तो ये वहीं पे उलझ गए यार.
Amazing, always being ready to check
कोई बात नहीं, चलो फिर भी बढ़िया मैच.
and with the Kunimitsu just cutting them off with the instant wall standing fours. The back ones were there, always ready to respond. Just the reactions, just being willing to challenge the Catan 3, the dive kick and stuff like that. Like
रिएक्शन टाइम थोड़ा तेज करना पड़ेगा भाई साहब.
I mean, yeah, you mentioned it's the reactions. That's what
इनको तो उलझा के खेलना पड़ेगा भाई. अगर इनको जीतना है तो इनको उलझाना पड़ेगा काफी मूव से.
If you don't, he's really just gonna run over you like we saw there. We're gonna actually see some of the gameplay that I mean, look, in this situation, you know, I think Bannicon came. Oh, not in that situation, but in a completely different situation.
ये किसका रिप्लाई है?
But I think the Geese as well. This first round.
यार पहला मैच तो काफी बढ़िया खेला यार शुरू वाला.
I think that's
इसको Geese ही लेना चाहिए था.
Like, you know, when some do play like all set to the knees, they kind of freeze up. They give you too much respect. But I think at the start there, Bannicon was playing perfectly, doing exactly what he needs to do. They just loose and free. Play your game until they.
अगर भानु पहले से Geese खेलता है ना दोबारा इसके साथ तो हो जाता है यार कुछ ना कुछ क्योंकि इसको और यहाँ पे लॉन्च भी मिल गया था उसको यहाँ पे वो फेरोर हो गया देखो कितना अच्छा रिएक्शन. भाई साहब.
And then the Kunimitsu also was tried his best here, had some small opportunities, but these wall standing fours
they were just clipping.
और मेरी ऑडियंस वहाँ के फोटो फाटो भेज देना मेरे को कोई भी जो भी हो काफी बढ़िया लगेगा मजा आएगा एंटरटेनमेंट आएगा.
If he made that comeback, I think there as well had a launch opportunity on the show. Just a few mistakes. I think if I'm banning I can go back and there's a lot I can watch from this and take from this and see like a lot of the time it was my own mistakes that were kind of killing me. So you know some missed punishes, some missed punish
अबे
opportunities.
हिंदी कमेंट्री
I think he was
को
expecting.
हटाओ.
Why it wasn't.
क्यों क्या हो गया हिंदी कमेंट्री क्यों हटाओ क्या हो गया मेरी जान.
The jitters could be there. So unfortunate, but also we'll move forward. I would expect to
I would have, I guess if you had seen that matchup and on paper you'd be like, okay, Ulsan moves on and showed.
चलो ठीक है मेरे को नहीं कमेंट्री करनी क्या ये बताओ मेरे को आप. अगर मेरे को कमेंट्री नहीं करनी तो ये बताओ.
I think it's very common when you see intermediate.
इनकी आवाज़ बढ़ाओ क्या फिर थोड़ी.
Players that are just starting to break out into the high level go up against these legends, honestly, right? And they think, especially if they play really aggressive or tricky styles, they kind of go in thinking, oh, you know, this guy has so much experience.
यार तुम्हारी ख्वाहिशें पूरी करेंगे यार.
Tricky, he's gonna know my stuff, and that's not the way you do things. You have to see what they know first.
अच्छा तो ये TWT का ऑफलाइन चल रहा. हाँ TWT चल रहा है ये. एल्बो मेरी जान कहाँ थी तू अभी तक. ये दूसरा आ गया वन पूल का दूसरा बंदा यानी दूसरा मैसेज.
The first time you play against Ulsan and CBM, these players are known for their high quality.
लाइक चेक करो यार, कमेंट्स करो और शेयर करो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा. अपना इंडिया का चल रहा है यार ये. अपने इंडिया वालों को तो सपोर्ट करो यार. हिंदी पिंदी का ये छोड़ो आप सब ही. यहाँ पे सपोर्ट दिखाओ अपना जितना भी दिखाओगे. जितना भी सपोर्ट दिखाओगे इतना ही अच्छा रहेगा. ओके यहीं गई ओ लूजर का आ गया ये. हाथों हाथ लूजर. अभी नहीं आने चाहिए था लूजर का. लूजर है क्या ये? लूजर ही है क्या? लूजर का इतनी जल्दी कैसे आ गया? दूसरा मैच ही लूजर को दे दिया.
Grelanda is here.
Oh yeah, Galanda. I was with him. I forgot about him. I was with him. I guess to me it's the international because he's European, so I just forget about that. But yeah, no, there is a lot of, well, not that many actually.
एक मिनट में आया मेरे को. ये भानु ही तो है ना?
Way into top 8 as well. I think the players that we expecting players like Rohit Jain, Tejan, Lovely. Hopefully,
I mean, Mr.
Lionheart from earlier as well.
I mean, yesterday, Mr. Democide, who we'll be seeing later on the casting, was talking Yoshi Killer, right?
Yoshi Killer. Now this is I want to let him talk about that later on. Yoshi Killer, because that's a very interesting story. I think that's his story to tell on that. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to see how far a lot of the Indian talent goes in this event, because there are some players that when they have traveled, they have done a good job. They have shown themselves. I mean, Rohit Jain was in the 9th FB Cup earlier, so I think that's definitely someone to look out for. Because I think the level of Indian Tekken is as much as it's not really, you don't get to see them as often, but when these players do travel, they do make noise. Yep. So I think it's great to have a master
बंदे नहीं आए अभी तक भाई.
It was one Asian tournament that Tejan and Lovely was a Rev Major or Tiger Uppercut or something. That was the first time I feel like people saw Indian Tekken on the international stage.
Yeah, I think it was 2018 in Poland fighting the fighting games challenge. I can't remember what it's called. That was been so long. The master event there. That was
बताओ यार हमारी ऑडियंस पता नहीं कहाँ चली गई है यार. इससे कैसे चलेगा काम यार.
for this game. In this game, and just did such a good job there with Jack. I actually got to play him in 2019, the same event in Poland as well. So, I haven't seen him much internationally for a while, so it's good to see him here at Mastering. Hopefully, he makes top 8 here, gets some good points, travels to more events as well because, definitely a name that you love to see. I just love to see diversity in these events, seeing these players as well. Because, for example, we had Bam in Australia, and then move forward to Game 8, you have those Australian
okay.
players get to the top 8, there as well. So, obviously the names are not correct right now. We'll get that fixed for you guys.
Well, we got Katarina versus Jack right now. Forgotten Realm.
Wow, what a
Game
man.
1. I imagine this matchup is incredibly annoying for Jack.
Does not sound like it's fun for Jack. I feel like I don't think I've ever seen this matchup before.
आवाज बहुत कम आ रही थी क्या है ना.
Katarina and Jack are popular. Actually,
I had to have happened in at least season 1 or 2.
I was just thinking, I actually have Fergus versus Joey 3 at Headstone for 2018,
Yeah.
I think it was. And I remember Fergus just robbed Joey in the worst way possible, just full ground down forward. And it was not a good time for Joey.
Yeah, but I mean, Katarina, like a character, like it's definitely an example of like where she started and where she is now, just as the way you play the character.
Mr.
and
Khan
such.
versus
She's changed a lot.
बसर. वाह बसर.
But
ओके
big
बसर आ
launch
चुका है भाई
by
साहब अपने
Mr.
ब्रांड.
Khan.
वाह बसर भाई.
Upstairs.
Nice with the combo as well, the up back to flip over. Oh, punish him, man.
Breaks the throw out of Harrier. Nice with punish.
Yeah.
Gonna go down. Punish cash out.
Yeah,
ओ ये मिस्टर खान कौन है भाई. इसका बताओ यार कोई मेरे को. अगर कोई स्ट्रीम देख रहा है मेरे को इसका बताओ यार. ये मिस्टर खान कौन है.
gonna come back. The closing
not.
issue it is not.
Alright. Strong moments in that first round.
अबे ये कोरियंस का क्यों लगा रखा है इस पे.
But yeah, just so I saw it. What the backdash? Made it work.
हाँ इंडियन का.
Backdash is actually deceptively good. I've experienced that myself. But in that situation, that's actually very impressive. But it might not.
ओके बसर. वाह भाई बसर परफेक्ट राउंड. काफी अच्छा परफेक्ट राउंड ले चुका है यहाँ पर.
I'll take the first game.
Yeah, and it's just like we thought. Just like Katarina gets in, and then Mr. Khan on this Jack is gonna have to trust on his defense.
I mean, I feel like that Magic 4 is just gonna be such an issue. All these counters gonna be such an issue for Jack as we go downstairs. What's the follow up here? 4-4-3. Very nice combo. I mean, what's the mix here? Mr. Khan, you're in trouble. You're in the corner. You have to do something. Unfortunately, generic down 4 takes as Bashar gets on the forward in dominating fashion.
ओके निकाल लिया भाई.
Okay.
बसर ने
Like,
निकाल
go
लिया
on the
मैच.
character switch here. This character is so annoying when she gets in on you, and also if she has the life.
अबे इनको फोटो क्यों नहीं दिखा रहे हैं. फोटो भी तो दिखाना चाहिए ना साथ में.
In on this
Yeah.
character as well, and I feel like in season 1, I felt like that was her biggest strength. It felt like it was hard for her to get in season 1, but she's always been a hard character to try to come in on. The Magic 4, the down forward 4, now you have back 4 and those strings as well. All the counter hit tools like you mentioned. The weird hurt box evasion stuff that happens sometimes.
See, and and like you mentioned, getting in was a bit of trouble there for Mr. Khan. He has gone for a character that has a lot less difficulty doing so. With the Feng Wei, I think this matchup is significantly better as well. So let's see how this one plays out. But again, you mentioned this earlier, but some people, they've not suffered with this character, the character enough. They've not had the experience of the character enough.
I can't imagine suffering as a Feng Wei
Okay,
player.
2 matches.
You're just so
Yeah,
privileged.
start with-
Wow.
You're so blessed.
We're about to find out.
Like the biggest problem a Feng Wei player can have is that you have too many.
कहाँ जा रही है ये. ये
Like,
कौन
which
कौन
one of
से
my
मूव
good
मार
moves
रहे
do I
भाई.
wanna use? But Bashar looking good, nice block, but not the best punish.
This is not
That
funny
back through
था.
the whilst anyone to take it, Mr. Khan look a lot better on the Feng right now.
Yeah, Feng Wei, you can choose when you want to come in. You have multiple options for getting away.
nice backdash there. The QCM 1+2. Sure, getting going. I think just needs some time to adapt to the Feng. I mean, going from Jack to Feng is a bit of a culture shock, surely. You know, the character's completely different. You need to adjust. It's a taunt, you have to do it fast.
पता यार हमारे पता नहीं viewers कहाँ हैं आज.
Headbutt, the low, oh, big counter. That's the one I didn't even mention earlier. The counter hit down 2 into Harrier.
Such a good move. Is
Wow.
stays in the game right now. Nice! Side step and top to start off. Down back 1 with excellent punish. Not going to get a clean wall splat though. He's in the corner. Nice break on the throw.
Tried to challenge the portal almost 2, but looking like all Bashar right now.
Yeah, Mr. Khan in trouble in the corner again. Nice break on the throw. Had to do that. Nice!
The wall's
with
gonna mess
punish.
it up.
Yeah. So unfortunate. 1-1 the shoulder.
Running 3, trying to hold this wall.
Yep, CF1 looking good. Could have had it. Nice counter hit. And the shoulder does all the damage for Mr. Khan.
आज यहाँ पे अपने बंदे भी दिख जाए हैं कौन कैसा
Switching
बंदा है.
working out
हम
for Mr.
सब देखते
Khan.
रहते थे ना. हम हमारे बंदे
I think
कैसे
the Harry,
दिखते
the
हैं
Harry's
कैसे
giving
नहीं.
Mr. Khan a lot of problems.
आज यहाँ पे सब कुछ दिखेगा भाई साहब.
Right back to the Harry over and over again. Nice counter hit.
अगर वहाँ पे जाते तो और भी ज्यादा मजा आता. बस क्या ही बताया, बस यहाँ पे यार जा नहीं
Enough to
पाया.
kill, like you said. All right, Bashar 1 round away from taking the set. Mr. Khan needs us to stay alive.
Again, the down 2 into
वहाँ पे तो
Harry.
मजा ही कुछ और आता है
The
यार.
lows have really worked
क्या
out for
बताऊं.
Mr. Khan. For sure cannot keep him away. But again, the Harrier stance working out so well. He's trying to back 1. It's not working.
Yeah, the Harrier 1 is too airtight, and he's seeing. He's like, okay.
Yeah, he's just going to keep doing it. He's just going to keep doing it. I do not blame you, Bashar. Do what got you to the
1+2.
dance.
Oh, big punish. बहुत बढ़िया भी
Not
punish.
gonna die, but one more touch. Not if you drop the combo like that.
1+2
He is
हाँ
breaking
वाह.
the throw so consistently with
Air
the
drive.
Shot! Wow.
Okay. बहुत
Down
बढ़िया.
back 1+2 to the down back 1. That was a read on the jabs. Worked out. Mr. Khan has tied up the game with the Feng Wei.
All right, stage select. Where are we going here?
No idea.
ये कौन है
Getting a bit-
बसर.
a bit of
ओके
advice.
ये बसर है भाई साहब.
Like I said, man.
ये लौंडा अपना बसर है. ये
so
वाह
many
बसर.
options, using the down back 1 at the very end to beat the jab, but like you pointed out earlier, that Harrier stance
ये
he has
अपना
not figured it
खान
out.
मिस्टर
I think
खान
the thing
साहब
is now
वाह.
that I think is
अपना
what was
बसर
the problem was
किधर है? अपना बसर दिख रहा है आज हमें.
back one. It's like, okay, Harry starts back one, should keep away. It wasn't working. And then what he just started doing is okay, just start blocking. So I'm going to hold back, backdash, making the Harry on whip. If I'm Bashar now, I need to start going for the Harry on low options. I need to, because he's just holding back now. Okay, make him hold down back.
It's very lucky that Mr. Khan managed to take that game too, because now he's like he has that knowledge about Harrier and he can try
And
a
just,
fresh game here.
just like that, he's
Wait,
starting
Panis?
off with the Harry lows immediately. The
Okay.
down back 3 counter hit.
ये तो खान काफी बढ़िया खेल रहा है यार.
3 putting in work right now.
Harassing.
Yeah, but nice low carry. And with some good wall carry, this really alleviates all the pressure. Gets the wall as well, it's going to break
Side
it now.
wall.
Oh, no break on the regular throw. Alright, full crash down forward 4, the 3-3-3s. Down back 3 again. I don't...
Empty dash.
No!
ओके बहुत ही
With the
बढ़िया
great
रेज
dodge
आर्ट.
there. Rashawn needed that round just to stop the bleeding.
He really wanted that wall splat down for
Yeah.
2-2. And, so, you know, sometimes you get really lucky and the rage art cinematic eats your input,
Yeah.
but not
I've
right
had,
there.
I've had that happen to me a few times. Quite happy with it. Again, the Harrier this time can count it. Rashawn, more Harrier is the name of the game.
नहीं, ये कैसे खा लिया?
1-3, shoulder, very nice. Look at the damage on that. Rashawn in trouble. Baby tantrum. Snake edge.
He's gonna get a clean wall splat here.
Gonna break it, yes.
Spikes him
yeah,
down.
That was a nice combo as well. Regular throw,
Dead.
not broken. I think Rashad's caught to the fact that Mr. Khan is defaulting to breaking 1+2. He's not breaking 1 or 2. 1+2 breaks, and now the regular throws are getting through.
Ulsan
Mr.
भी आ
Khan
गया
in trouble once more.
Yeah, Mr. Khan looked really good for these first 2 rounds of game
Yeah.
3, but Bashar just managing to take them, and now 1 round away from moving on in pools.
So regular throw right now. Down back 3. Tries to get the wall bounce. Nice duck. Tried to wall 73. Was late. 1-1.
Nice block.
Not again. Surely not. Yes.
Panis.
Mr. Khan that time was aware of it. Remembered the first round. Stays alive here. I punish that. Very nice.
Breaks the regular throw
there
now.
we go.
Do we go back to the 1+2s? Lows.
4-4-4. 4. Nice! Stuck and punished there, Mr. Khan. He's catching on to these things eventually. Down back 3, forward 4-2. This is trouble for Bashar. UCF 1, down 4, 1+2. Finishes it. Final round, Bloodhawk.
Who is going to move on here? Both these guys have done amazing adapting and counter-adapting for each other, but gets the pickup here. The wall's very close.
Yeah.
3 threes.
Nice
Yeah.
combo, Bashar.
Toe kick, get off me.
Need to keep
Breaking.
Nice break on the throw. You need to keep it there.
बस
Oh,
ये क्यों
man.
खेल रहा है?
Nice block on the Harrier low. Oh my god, down back 3. Guaranteed hit. This is trouble
Oh,
now.
बहुत
and the
बढ़िया भाई
jab
साहब.
low
मेरा
ends the
दोस्त
Bashar
बसर,
taking
वाह
2-1
बेटे, वाह.
over Mr. Khan.
मौज
We
कर
have to
दी.
say, I'm impressed. Because after how that first game
चलो,
went, Mr.
ये तो
Khan
सही
kept
हुआ.
that very close. It looked like it was over. He was
काफी
down
बढ़िया
and
मैन
out,
निकाल
but
लिया.
managed to stay
बसर भाई ने.
composed. I honestly I liked the two-way adaptations between the two. You know, the way they were going for tip for tap.
Yep.
You know, it's like the Harrier's working, keeps doing it. He knows he's doing back one in it. Okay, I'm just gonna start holding back. I'm not gonna do anything on Harrier. Holds back. Then so Bashar's like, okay, now I have free pressure with the Harrier low. Does that? Then he starts blocking. He ducks. So Harry one. He launches. I mean, there was a lot going on in that game.
Yeah, like that.
तेरे बिन
we're
ये
not
कहाँ
familiar on the history
भी
of
दूसरा
players, so we
यानी
know each
अब
other
मैच
at all,
आएगा
but
बढ़िया
for
वाला.
me, going from that first match with the Jack, where it looked
ना
like
यहाँ पे मैं
he
इतना खोलता हूँ
knew
pool.
nothing about
Pool भी
Canada
देखेंगे ना,
to,
pool
like,
भी
the
देखते
second
रहेंगे.
game to the third game, where it really looked like he was learning this
Yeah.
matchup on the fly, right?
It looked like he was literally learning as the game was going on. He was
Yeah.
getting better. Like
Dealing with the Harrier, dealing with the throw mix-up. You know, that first round of game 3 where he unfortunately fell prey to the rage art.
Yeah.
And then in the third round, remembering and then,
exact
turning it
same
around for himself.
situation,
But
you know, like look at the difference here. You know, it was 3 rounds straight when it was the Jack.
Yeah.
Switches to the Feng, managed to take a round, and then but it was just the counter.
But still, Bashar looking strong the whole way through. It was
Yeah.
just Mr. Khan making the adjustments and trying to stay alive and managing to do so until the final round.
And I really like that. The down back 1+2 to bait out the jab. They did down back 1, which is a true high crush option. Yeah, like very smart there. You know, I wonder, you know, why he didn't go for the Feng for the beginning.
Maybe, Jack main, but like we were talking about earlier, the Fang could be a pocket pick. It's become very meta, along with, Zafina's and Kunimitsu's and, those kind of characters. So never a bad choice to have the pocket Fang.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I love that combo as well.
Yep.
Then regular throw, that was a problem as well because Mr. Khan was breaking all of the 1+2 throws. So Bashar tried regular throws because some people actually just default to breaking 1+2. You know, because they're like, people don't do regular throws, especially a Katrina that has no 1 or 2 command throw. And there, it was just too much to come back from at that point. And I just love the way those. That's an interesting peripheral there, like.
It's custom made stick. I'm always interested when people have sticks.
ओके फुल स्क्रीन कर रहा हूँ मैं. 1 मिनट रुको बस. 1 मिनट दो मेरे को.
But see who we get on stream.
I just saw Seffi Black, World Warrior.
अरे भाई साहब लोंडा आ चुका है. ओके वो काफी बढ़िया मैच आएगा.
There we go. So through the process of elimination, we can determine who his opponent
मेगल प्लेयर आ चुका है यहाँ पे. मेगल प्लेयर. What a man.
So potentially, depending how Seffi Black performs, we could see him play against Bashar later on in the winners' final. Therefore, they are on the opposite side. Yes, Seffi Black stepping up.
Looks like he is going up against Dubstep.
Okay.
Interesting.
Upstep. That's a throwback, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a long forgotten art.
It's a kind way of putting it.
But yeah, no. Seffi Black stepping up. Literally just came off a top 8 finish at Brussels. Last week. So someone who's definitely he is in the top 19. Someone who's definitely hungry for points.
ये ऊपर नीचे पुल कर दी थी ना पहले, है ना.
Name for Seffi.
पहले पुल दूसरे थे इन्होंने. पहले लीग का मैच था सबसे पहले पुल में.
Top 19, you're still not
चलो
safe.
इसके बाद पुल भी देखेंगे हम.
Still
Yeah,
Evo and 3 more Masters after
I
this, 6
think-
more challengers.
I think Evo is really the one that's going to shake up the leaderboard in a crazy way. But Seffi Black representing that big man.
Oh, and we got a Lei Wulong from iDubstep. I'm ready for this.
Yeah. No, it says Funky Dragon.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Funky Dragon, what a
looking at
man.
the pools on start to see if they're updated correctly, but
Now here's the thing. This is definitely going to be an uphill battle, I think, for Funky Dragon. I mean, Germany is actually the land of lay.
really,
There's a lot of lays.
Oh,
in
nice
Germany.
side
There's
step.
old school characters of old school players in Germany. They have some very strong lay players there all times.
that can be a double-edged sword though if you're too overconfident.
Yeah.
Because characters like Lei, Eddie, you know,
But
Horong,
Se-
Yoshimitsu, nobody plays the character the exact same way.
Yeah, but Steph Black's also an old man. So he's been playing against this character for a very long
अबे
time.
ज्यादा ड्रामा मत कर भाई, आगे पीछे वाला कर ले, लेकिन इसको
All
मार
you
तो
do
सही,
is
कोई
find
दिखा
that
तो
one
सही
Lei
इसको.
that uses the move that you never thought
Yeah.
a Lei player would use. So
अबे punish तो कर.
Kick whip there, but no big punish there.
see the haha steps coming out
Yeah.
for spacing.
Like again.
Just from these two
ये
rounds,
भी
I can
पन्नी
already
धर रहा है,
tell
सारे
that
भी पन्नी धर
Funky
रहा है,
Dragon
बताओ
is
यार.
very confident with this character.
Yeah.
Just the little things that he's been doing. Even though Steffi Black already has 2 rounds on the board.
हाँ बेटा.
Nice one here. The raise rush again to stance as well. Nice. I do want Steffi should go to the wall. Sab 2, nice combo. Nice toe kick to just alleviate the pressure, but the back 4. Gonna be an awkward wall splat maybe. Steffi, nice conversion honestly. Now huge lively for Steffi. No punish,
Rave
but
spin comes out. The late player special about to die. Let me rave spin.
okay, this will be huge damage, extra damage because of the rage into stance.
Yep.
Okay. Now Steffi, he's just not gonna do anything. He knows that the lay has to come in this
Drink.
situation.
Yeah,
कहाँ जाएगा
drink.
पीछे?
Forces him in.
Oh,
And the
nice.
rage drives
हाँ,
Steffi
थोड़ा
back.
aggressive भी
Unfortunate
चलना
for
पड़ता है.
Dragon. Looking kind of funky, I must say.
Yeah. Dancing around. Using the stances.
Just the low there. Down for 3-2, down for 1. Just keeping Funky Dragon in check now. Down for 4-2. Nice.
ले
there.
भाई,
I
खेल
didn't think
खत्म.
the wall was there. This is the second combo for sure, yeah. I
Made
don't,
it out.
yeah. Steffi was patient.
पावर करस भाई साहब, दो मूव है इसके पास.
The biggest thing that
वो
impresses me about
वो
Steffi
लेने
Black
के,
is
एक
that
तो
on the-
पावर करस
on the-
इसका,
the
एक
turn of a
डीएफ
dime,
पता नहीं
he
डीएफ
goes from
4
this
है.
very patient,
Plus
calculated
man, what
player
a man,
to,
यार.
pardon the pun, a complete savage.
No, yeah, I think that's we.
ये थोड़ा डर के खेल ले यार, थोड़ा एग्रेसिव खेलो,
Steffi Black
बढ़िया
does
मजा
fine
आएगा,
as
थोड़ा
well,
सही खेलो यार.
and plays
इंडिया वाले
more
बंदे
crazy
यार
when he
हमारे
does
यार,
things, right? 'Cause
कैसे
Steffi Black
बंदे.
is known as a player that's very, fundamental, by the book. It's not my turn, I shouldn't push button, etc.
Yeah.
But he's very
ये
much.
Funky Dragon
The
कौन
new
है यार?
Steffi Black has been a bit of a problem, and he's been very consistent.
Yeah.
A lot of base attack.
कोई जानता है इसको? मेरे को कमेंट तो करो यार, कोई बताओ सही है Funky Dragon?
So
है
top
कौन?
8 here is definitely what he'll be looking for because again in that top 19, as the tour goes on, his position gets less and less secure.
अबे जीते अब मेरे को इतना मजा यहाँ पे देखने में आ रहा है, तो ऑफलाइन में कितना मजा आएगा भाई
I think in
साहब.
all things, music, sports, video games, you need to learn the rules, learn how to break the rules actually. And once you learn how to break the rules, that's
अबे
when you
स्टेट
become
को
a really
ढंग के ले लेता
amazing
भाई.
player.
So let's see if Steffi Black, the rule breaker, what he does here.
Nice.
Nice, sidestep, up, beat the jab.
Nice,
Still
duck
has the
launch
stealth
यार
available,
भाई,
doesn't
wall.
even need it.
ये तो सारा फेवर जा रहा है इसके चक्कर में.
Is it another toe kick to get him off
Oh,
him?
nice.
Counter hit up
हाँ,
for
बहुत
three.
बढ़िया, बहुत
Freeze
बढ़िया
will be a lot
counter
of
hit.
damage. Oh, again trying to reset it.
नाइस
Wow.
यार, ये तो कह रहा हूँ उलझाओ उसको भाई. वाओ,
Nice,
what a
used the
side
dodge
step.
Steffi has rage available.
Trying to control this wall. Nice backdash,
Yeah,
but
very
wasn't ready
nice.
for the punish.
Oh nice, down
So
4
that
से
keep him in
रोक
check.
दी रेड
Way
ड्राइव.
down 4 so fast. Great for closing out rounds.
4-4-3, nice catch.
Okay,
Steffi.
okay,
The break
काफी
ball
अच्छा
is
launch.
still there,
वॉल,
breaks it.
अबे भाई वॉल
Elbow
सामने
drop
पूछ जाता वो.
finish.
Nice down for 1-2, down for 1, just keep him in check now. Funky Dragon really switched up the tempo of this game.
हाँ ये वाला मूव इसका काफी अच्छा है
Nice
यार.
challenge.
Nice, yeah, just keeps him in check, very smart. Nice use of the parry.
Drunken.
मारो 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 मारो, तोड़ दो फोड़ दो.
Now this is where
वो
Lei
वीक
becomes
पनिशमेंट
so
दो
frustrating.
यार,
Has
वीक
life
पनिशमेंट
passed
मत
away,
मत
Steffi
दो.
Black almost
नाइस
brought it back.
हेल्थ. ये थोड़ा रेड
Yeah,
रेंज रह
unfortunate
गई.
step down 4-3.
अब रेड
Great
आएगी
play
हाँ.
with Steffi, nice,
मैं
gets
खुद ही
away
कह रहा
with
था
the
उसकी
second
रेड
hit.
ड्राइव आएगी अब.
Catches Funky Dragon, still has the life lead though.
नाइस भाई साहब.
Dash up
अब
into
कहता
the
फंकी
up
ड्रैगन
back
काफी
four,
बढ़िया मूव
back
दिखा रहा है
flip.
अपने.
Now it's like the complete opposite of the first game.
And with Steffi as well, there's a lot of whiff opportunities he's kind of letting slide. Really needs to make Funky Dragon pay for some of these.
ये डक क्यों नहीं कर रहे इसको डक करके लॉन्च करो सीधा यार
Good high crush option there. Lively for Sephi now. Needs to try not to let this one slip. Sephi's really trying to bait Sephi to come in, but he's just so patient right now.
वाओ हमारे इंडियन सपोर्टर कोई भी कमेंट कर रहा कोई बात नहीं भाई साहब मत करो आज कमेंट
Much willing to take his time. Oh, the counter hit. Mini combo.
Wow,
अबे
second
हल्का
hit
सा
there.
होल्ड
That could've
वो
been
करके
strong
भी
for
ले
Sephi
लेता
Black.
पूरा ही
Stays alive in this second game.
I think he traded with back turn down one.
Back three, the woohoo. 1-2-4 finishes this up down back three, and again. See now has a huge life lead, but I think.
अरे भाई ये नीचे से उठा लिया बताओ
Brings back nice. Combo knows he has the high wall stat. Sephi, great optimization there. He
अरे
up
यार
one
running
and
two
now
यार
moves on to set point.
I'll say one thing for Funky Dragon. He's doing a real good job of moving and controlling the space, but a lot of these rounds, he's eventually kind of cornering himself against the wall.
Exactly. And this time,
Wall
he's
मिल
definitely
गई
close to the wall. This is going to be very scary. The trade kick. And the low. While setting 4, keeping in check. Down back 3. The savage one. Sephi huge life lead. But there's the
भाई।
hop kick and Sephi black.
तो फंकी ड्रैगन ने काफी बढ़िया मैचेस खेले फिर भी
Funky Dragon, but
काफी
definitely good
अच्छा वो
showing
दिया
there. Like, it
मैच
really
अब
looked like that game was hotly contested.
बस
and could've
थोड़ा
gone
वो है
either
ये
way
बस
towards the end of
यार
it.
Yeah, lots of great moments from Funky Dragon, but like just the lay experience, it's so invaluable on the global stage when you have experience against a character like this, and it's just like, okay, I have all these years of lay experience, so I'm not
अबे
going
ये
into a
कौन सा डब्बा है
matchup
इसका
blind, you know, like
ओके
Lei,
तभी
Chloe,
तो
Yoshi,
ये घर वाले
Tsurusa,
डब्बे
like,
से खेल
you
लिया
have to
बताओ
know what
यार
these characters do going in because everybody has their own spin on the character, and you don't want to be caught unaware.
Yeah. Also, you see the ticker going down there. At some point, we are going to see Sephi Black's name. You see right there.
14th place right
There
now.
he is. There he is. There's Sephi Black. So, a top 8 finish.
चलो
He does a
यार
good
फिर भी
job
बहुत ही बढ़िया मैच
at
खेला
getting
फंकी
Sephi.
ड्रैगन ने काफी बढ़िया वो निकाले
Does a good job at keeping Sephi in the running because you know he's looking good right now. You know there are some players you see like Pinya's quite low down there. Mo Ill as well, another player. It's really funny. Like I could almost touch them, but they're right there. And those are players who you know if they do happen to travel are definitely going to get points. So it's definitely scary. It's not a safe position to be in. I think the only safe players is probably like our top 3.
Yeah.
You know right
We
there.
saw right there just before we switching to this replay where Sephi Black showing the experience against Delay. Like you mentioned, Funky Dragon having a lot of good moments in these 2 games, but unfortunately not being able to close them out. You see right there with the Snake Rage Drive. That beautiful use of the down forward 4 to try to keep Sephi in check, but I really think a lot of these moments, not this round in particular, but I feel like a lot of these rounds he was just ended up cornering himself because of using that haha step a little bit too much.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would have liked him to maybe pick an infinite stage. Even though it's Sephi's choice of stage, I think the way he was using the hard step was, you know, especially when he had the life, lead, just getting away from Sephi, frustrating him on infinite stage could have really, you know, made a world of difference. But I think he random selected and got the G corp. So
Just that the only hop kick that Sephi did the whole set paid off right there too. Just keeping it in your back pocket until you need it.
I guess his placement is something else.
So is this knee? I believe.
I see a DRX jacket. You know, and that implies some kind of
ओके
space
यानी
that
हाँ
he's
ये
moving
पूल थोड़ा
and
चेंज
his
किए
button
है
was
ये
as
वन
well.
पूल ही चल रहा है अभी ओके समझ गया मैं
They
ये
should
क्या
make
करा
a
इन्होंने यानी
DRX
इन्होंने वो
fanboy
किया
set
है भाई
so you
साहब
can get one.
Yeah,
थोड़ा
I mean,
बदलाव
maybe
किया
like
है
a
पूलों के
DRX
अंदर
or something, just like
अभी देखिए मैंने पूल
merchandise, but I'd love to get some. You see, knee stepping
चलो
up
फिर भी
to the
ठीक
plate
है
right now.
काफी अच्छे
Obviously,
पूल्स
every
बनाए इन्होंने
tournament enters one of the favorites to go all the way, win it all, legend of the game.
And just before we saw the ticker, like Arslan and Nee, Arslan is second place.
ये
and
लौंडा
Nee is
कौन
third
है?
place, but they are only separated.
अबे
by
लड़का
10
तो देखने में लग रहा है मेरा
points.
कौन है भाई
And at that point, it's like I feel like once you hit 900, it's like, bro,
Stop.
save some for the rest
Yeah.
of us.
And knee going for the
Yaichi?
Heihachi.
Yaichi खेल रहा है नी
He's actually been doing
Huh?
that recently. There was
What a
there was
man,
different
Yaichi.
recently in Korea. Nee ended up winning it from the losers side because Daniel Maddo, Plymouth losers bracket of all people, he actually went for the Heihachi quite a bit, and actually at Gamers 8 was picking the Heihachi in select matches and some of the other matches as well. So this this is definitely a pick he's been going for.
अबे नहीं है जी खेला भाई साहब.
With a player like me, the character like Heihachi is very scary.
I mean, it used to be, you know, it used to be a joke. I don't even know how much of a joke it is, but like, felt like if you were part of, you know, Korean Tekken, you just by design, you had the pocket Mishima right there. So, but he's been around for so long. We'll see how this Heihachi works out. Mama's boy with the king.
Nice back
भाई साहब ये मामा boy okay. Mama's boy what a man.
Nice twitch
Be
up
funny.
1-1-2.
पूरा इलेक्ट्रिक भाई साहब. पूरा बहन की आँख.
Has a tailspin available to the next wall.
Nice ball carry
Plus two,
boy.
the demon breath down for. No duck in the down for 2-1. Again, no duck again. Mama's boy
Okay,
looking for it, and
back
the counter
one.
hits. He's just looking for all the counters. Drops the combo.
अरे combo drop
So
यार.
unfortunate.
Alright, round 2. You have to imagine Nee is eventually going to start ducking these back ones and down forward 1-2-1s.
Yeah. Nice, we're punished to the 1-1-2. I mean, the back one is really, exact same situation. 1-1-2 knockdown, backdash is whatever
Okay,
the
इसका
follow-up
edge
is.
भी देखने
Gets
को
him
मिल रहा है
with
इंडिया में भाई
punish.
वाह.
Back four walls that, I mean,
इतना
Nee,
confidence.
what can you say
What
about
a man.
He's looking like a regular HK Jr. right now.
Left one. यार क्या combo drop कर रहे हो यार.
Exact same spot every
ऐसे
time.
जीतोगे तुम
It's so
TWT.
unfortunate. There's the L2 forward four. That is a complete frame trap. Break the wall, wants to keep it. The hell sweep down forward 1. I mean, this is looking all Nee right now.
ले भाई सारा game भी punish
to
से
close
निकाल
out
दिया.
the first game.
Yeah, you know, people, Heihachi, people say like not very good lows, but that single hell sweep can do so much, especially now that they buffed it. Went from +5 on hit to +8, so like you were saying, the basically forward 3 and
पूरा
back
game
4,
उसमें
18
निकाल दिया
frames. Even
उसने.
if you do a crouch jab, it will just trade and counter hit anyway for a full combo, so you have to hold it.
It's a fun time.
And if you're on point, I believe hell sweep to hell sweep is also a frame trap.
I think
You have
so,
to do
yeah.
a perfect hell sweep though.
I think so, yeah. So. Oh, I think.
Of course, you get one hell sweep blocked, and you feel real sad. But that's playing a Mishima.
I think Mama's boy may not have set all of his buttons, unfortunately. So that might have contributed to some of those combo drops. So it's very. This is, I implore everyone, check your buttons before you get into the game. If you are unsure and you're at this point, say, listen, can we go back? Can I just check, please? You know, because when you get into the game, there's not much you can do about it. So unfortunate for Mama's boy, because he had a lot of back counter hit back one, was getting, you know, launches with the Omni, was just dropping the combos. So hopefully with the button.
आज तो यार हमारे viewers पता नहीं किधर खो रहे भाई साहब. आज तो पता नहीं viewers है ही नहीं कहीं पे भी. अरे हमको पता है भाई तुम TWT के अंदर बैठे हो. लेकिन यार लाइक शेयर कमेंट तो करो यार.
Every game only gets harder.
Yeah.
Because they're learning about you and the things that you're doing. So you can't get the first one. You're already in a bad spot. But
Okay.
with the death fit, while sending one death fist, big damage.
It's electric there. Nice. The whip punch with the 1-1-2 is so clean right now. Heihachi, you know, 1-1-2. The best mission for 1-1-2. Oh, nice. Down 1-2. That is guaranteed.
That down forward 1 also really good.
Nice.
Amazing range.
Counter hit.
So with the capital punishment, alley kick.
Back one. Wants to get that counter hit again.
अबे रुक क्यों जा रहा है पीछे से? भाई साहब ये क्या कर रहा है लोंडा?
All around Mama's boy right now, definitely in trouble. Back through.
No follow up.
Yeah, no leg drop.
अनीस भाई साहब ये बताओ ऑफलाइन में पन्नी नहीं कर पा रहे ढंग से.
Alright, we got the button set now, and now we got the alley, the Jaguar spins coming out.
इस तरह के मैसेज खेल ले यार.
Lively for Mama's boy, we've seen need to lead.
आज प्रैक्टिस ये देखिए प्रैक्टिस पूरी करके कुछ नहीं आया भाई. बस ऐसे ही आ गए. ले भाई ओमन निकाल दी इसने. और यहाँ पे बच गया. छोड़ दिया उसने.
See a lot of waiting now from Nee. He's waiting for these back ones to come out.
चलो ये भी छुड़ा ली.
I mean, I think
क्या बात सारी ग्रेपों को पूरा ही वो कर रखा है क्या? रट्टे मार रखे हैं भाई.
One range available spends it. The wow standing two.
Don't want to hold that mix up.
Yeah. And now Nee, one right away from taking this 6th round straight over Mama's boy. What can he do to make something happen here? Nice dash into 1-1-2 for an easy punish. 4-3 catches the step.
अबे नी को तो मेरे से नी के साथ
trouble
यार
right
मैं
now.
खेलता जाके यार
Okay, double 2-1.
यार मैंने
Wasn't
गलती
ready
कर
for
दी
it. That was
यार
a low
Slow
parry.
parry.
This could.
मेरे को जाना चाहिए था
Short.
T2T में
That's why I said could. Would. Okay, regular throw's not broken from me. What can you do right now? How do you make this happen, Mama's boy? You need to do something. You need to make it happen right now.
Oh, that might have been a counter hit jab. The down, the F1 is so good.
Regular throw broken this time. The jab while standing forward. That
Hold
was
up.
one. Lets it rip, but that's not dead.
He didn't have rage anymore because he used it.
ओ
earlier.
भाई
Block on the
range
alley kick, and he waited to make sure there was no extension, and then still had time for the punish.
Yeah, great patience there from me because obviously.
यार
I kicked
क्या
out
ही
that
रेंज
extra
थी भाई
follow-up.
इसकी
Waited for them.
Just,
Knew they weren't coming. Whilst anyone closes it out.
just unfortunate for Mama's Boy not having his buttons because he looked so much better in that second
Yeah.
game, just being able to move and perform the way you wanted to. But like you said, just double, triple check those buttons
Yes.
before the set starts.
Yes, when you're, I mean, because you only get one shot,
Yep.
you know, you gotta make it count. And unfortunately, I mean, because as well, like you said, we did have the buttons. Like I wanted to see what happened because the first game got so many count hit back ones, you know, but dropped the combo. Unfortunately, probably because the buttons were set. I want to see if he had, you know, the buttons that got the combos where he'd go, the Oki situations, the throws he could have gone with, like that could have changed the
Yeah.
entire game.
But Knee looking really good with the Heihachi
ये पहला पुल चल
pools.
रहा है भाई
No, we were talking about.
अरे
I was
यहाँ
talking
पे क्या
about
सुमित
Fang,
भाई भी आए हुए क्या?
Yukina, and Kunimitsu. You wouldn't really think of Heihachi as like a pool player thing, because like I said, one bad hell sweep, and it can all go south for you.
Yeah.
But we saw a few in the first game, but not that many in the second game. But
सिर्फ
as long as
कमेंट
you
दो
limit
दो
your use
जने
of
के
that
आए हुए
hell
बस
sweep and don't
उसके
get
बाद
really
कमेंट किसी
predictable,
का आया
that's
ही नहीं
fine. And I really no down back twos. I think
Yeah.
at this stage in the game, I feel like anybody worth anything at this level can see that or react to that down back two. Not every single time, but
I think it's worth throwing out a few times.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
just see, especially if they haven't got headphones on. It's
बताओ भाई ये
definitely
टूर्नामेंट
worth,
में
you
ही
know,
बटन
throwing out
भूल
a few
जा रहे
times.
हो सेट करना
But I guess there was just no need to, you know, especially with Heihachi. I think when I speak to Joker about this character, he says just like all Heihachi needs is that generic down four.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
you can
Like,
get a
so
lot of mileage
he's just like
out of
that's-
down
he's
four.
like, that sets everything that Heihachi needs really and truly. Because people say Heihachi needs new lows, he needs new low, and Joker's like, listen, that generic down four.
It's especially a character like Heihachi that seems designed right now to play around that -2, -3, where it's just like
यार नी का
you wanna attack
confident
me,
देखो यार
up thanks
सीधा
to counter hit.
Heihachi
Or
उठा
if
लिया
you
इसने
forward
वहाँ पर
three, you want to jab into me, Raijin parry, or even like a sidestep flash
Yeah.
punch or a sidestep electric even. So really good character and really cool to see Nee bring it out in Fighter Showdown.
I wonder how far he is going to go with the character though, because obviously later on in the bracket he's potentially going to run into like an all-star Chanel, etc. Like, is he still going to run with the Heihachi? Is it going to be the Fang? Because that's what he did in the dojo. You know, he played Heihachi in the grand final and ended up winning it over Daniel Mado. So I'm interested to see where he goes. You know, with this character, how much he spends with this character, because I think Heihachi is a character that you really have to put the time into. You
There's a
know?
lot of little optimizations that gets you so much mileage. Like just being able, we saw the Omen come out after the wall standing one, but a lot of the times he was keeping it simple with the
Yeah.
death fist and stuff. There's lots of little things that you can do to really showcase that character's strength. Well, I mean, after Gamers 8, I want to see more Brian, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I think that because I think one thing for that was looking for an answer to Akuma.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Oh,
is
it's not
especially like a Pakistani
There's a
on
valuable
the
guy.
level or something like that. But you know, when he has a character like that, you know, I think you need to be playing at your best. What character can you do that with? And with me, you know, he's been known as that Brian guy for so long, been playing the character, and I think Brian might be the answer he's looking for. I think even in the final, I think he could have taken it. Unfortunately, I think that combo drop, you know, will haunt many of us for time to come.
It would be real cool that after 6 years of Tekken, 8 or 9 if you count the arcade release, it's like it all just comes, for me, it all comes right back to Brian.
ओके यहाँ पे आ चुका है बुक
I mean, it'd be interesting.
What a
though, 'cause
book.
I don't think, obviously, a problem for Knee in most recent years has been, you know, Pakistani players, and namely, you know, Arsene Nash. Somebody seems to have his number time and time and time again. I wonder if, like, his final answer, you know, to deal with Arsene Nash is, I need to go back to the Brian.
You go in the closet, you dust it off. Like old faithful, you were always waiting for me to
You
come
know,
back.
Just dust.
हाँ हाँ
dust
चेरी
off
बेरी
the Brian
मैंगो भी तो है ना यहाँ
and
पर
torn back force.
Yeah, but we got another international player coming up to the stage here, Book. And you know, Book has been kind of shaky as of late.
ये कौन है लड़ना?
Yeah, I think I have to agree with that. I think he's someone who, I think at his highest
Jin.
highs, he's been so good, especially
Jin
this season.
Kazama.
At times where he has looked unstoppable, but then sometimes
अब तो my favorite बन गया भाई जिन कज़ामा.
misses out on a
पहले डेविल जिन था जिन कज़ामा के अंदर
like
ऐसे ऐसे मूव दिए ना भाई मैंने रात देखे भाई.
characters.
इसको ना डेविल बनना पड़ता है खुद.
Doesn't go
बहन
into
की
a
आँख.
clear-
और
I think it comes
सिर्फ
down to characters, but not
3
the way
सेकंड
he
मिलते हैं
uses
उसको
it.
जिन
'Cause
बनने
he
के
always
लिए.
thinks like Jin, or it seems like he goes through these phases where he thinks
इसको
like
डेविल
Jin
जिन बनने के सिर्फ
going with
3
Jin here
3
against
सेकंड
Brian.
मिलते हैं.
But-
ये
and
3
then,
सेकंड में
you know,
डेविल जिन का मुंह मार
one
सकता
bad
है बस.
performance of Jin just seems to really rattle him. Rattle his
Leroy,
confidence.
Leroy Lydia. I mean,
He's-
we actually saw this at We Play a few years ago. His first game, he would pick Jin, he lost. The rest of the tournament, it was just Leroy and picks like that. You know, I think that was just from one loss he did that.
What
so
the-
it's like, I think what you mentioned there is very susceptible to just picking, just losing
Pratap.
confidence in Jin very
Wow.
fast and picking a different character, the Lydia, the Akuma. So I would like to see him just believe in the Jin more, honestly. You know, I've spoken to him about this quite a bit, and he just says sometimes he just doesn't, just loses the confidence very fast.
Yeah.
But we see confidence
feel
in this
like-
first round.
I feel like confidence or just kind of playing with your heart on your sleeve might be a thing with Jin players, you know, because you see it with Book, you see it with Raya from Saudi Arabia sometimes. That man, you can see the confidence or lack thereof sometimes in his playstyle. You know, even CBM we were talking about him playing Jin. It's
Yeah.
like, you know,
परफेक्ट.
just doesn't think he can do it
Yeah.
in this game.
I mean,
और
Book
Tekken
clearly
में तो
work
बहुत
right now
खतरनाक
with
है भाई ये
the
जिन.
perfect in the second
सबकी रेल
round.
बना देगा भाई ये
Contract
सबकी रेल बना
Good
देगा.
to Brian in the first round,
इसके
but that
पास
second
ऐसी
round
चीज
was
है ना
all
वो भी
Book.
प्लस
I believe this
कुछ
is
भी नहीं
going
चलाने
to
देता भाई
final
Tekken 8
as
में.
well, so winner of this is going to top 48 on the winners side.
The wave dash looking
और
clean.
इसकी ना डेविल
Down
जिन
that
की
forward is not getting
मिड
challenged.
इलेक्ट्रिक है मिड. भाई
Gets the
साहब
steal
मिड
for a
इलेक्ट्रिक.
1-2-1 or a standing 4.
That's 3+4, very nice. Takes it with the taunt. Back one, the plus frames down for one. Catches Book going to the right, very nice.
Counter hit,
Nice.
confirms.
राउंड बहुत
Very
बढ़िया.
nice Pratap.
प्रताप भाई ने बड़े राउंड निकाला ये वाला. अरे यार मेरी ऑडियंस यार कमेंट तो करो यार क्या कर रहे हो तुम यार.
Greg goes right back to
बताओ
the
यार
kickoff.
तुम मेरे को
Action
सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहे हो.
kick.
तुम मेरे
So
को
much
लाइक
damage so
नहीं
fast.
दे रहे हो. कमेंट तो तुम्हारे आए नहीं रहे आज.
Coming back now with a forward 4 counter.
भाई टेकन 8 में इतना खतरनाक है ना
Nice.
जिन कज़ामा.
Very good
ये
vision.
डेविल बनता है सिर्फ 4-5 सेकंड के लिए और उसमें इसकी हर चीज मिड हो जाती है हर चीज.
Wait, no,
इलेक्ट्रिक
sidestep
मिड
setup, I'm sorry.
इसकी
With the
वो
back
मिड
four,
प्लस सब
five
कुछ
round,
प्लस.
first game.
खाली लो पे वो
In that first game.
इसकी हेल्थ से लीव करनी पड़ती है बस ब्लॉक. अगर नहीं करोगे
Nice.
तो फिर तुम्हारा खेल खत्म है वहीं से ही.
Nice combo as well. And oh my god, he gets a boost out of that as well. The taunt. Uh-oh, this could be where it comes back now. But no, it's not.
ओह व्हाट अ बैड प्रताप. वाओ
And, Book was
राउंड
looking
निकाल लिए
real
दोनों
good in
यार.
those first few rounds, but Patra
ओके
bringing it back
ओके
with
ओके
the
बहुत ही बढ़िया
Brian.
मैच.
Stage select, sticking with the Jin,
Yeah.
Mishima Dojo.
ओ भाई
I like
जिन ही
the
ले
fact
रहा है
he's
भाई.
sticking with Jin
अबे
as
ये
well,
भी
like,
बैठा है यहाँ पे
very
वो चश्मे वाला.
Yeah.
But sticking with the Jin this
इसको
time.
तो मैंने अभी देखा यार चश्मे वाले को.
Just Patrap getting some real good opportunities with the counter hit, 3+4s, counter
Yeah.
hit standing 4,
The hatchet kicks.
hatchet kick, counter hit as well. So doing what you want to do with a Brian as a Brian player, finding those counter hits. This intro still will always be cool to me.
Oh
'cause
yeah.
The cameraman eats a lot of abuse in this game,
Yeah.
right?
But then again, there are
ओके
some
यहाँ
times
पे
that
आ
the
चुके हैं
cameraman just
मिशिमा. Let's go.
messes over
मिशिमा
around.
राजू.
Yeah, so maybe he
Wow.
deserves it.
Yeah, I
बहुत ही
feel like
बढ़िया
he
अग्रेसिव.
deserves it.
Yeah.
प्रताप.
Oh, the 4 mark kick.
Book has to
Okay.
start getting a read on that mock kick timing and being
Yeah.
able to duck it and launch it.
The wave dash. We're gonna get much from the
Counter
4-3
बहुत
counter.
बढ़िया यार बिरयान ने
The
तो पेल
first
डाला.
round in Book.
भाई साहब
Serious trouble.
टैगल 8 के पेट में मत आना बिरयानी के सामने वरना बहुत ही कुटाई होएगी.
Nice punish in the wild setting 3.
Wake up chains of misery.
Miserable chains.
Nice
Nice
parry.
parry there from Book.
हैरी.
3+4. Nice forward 4-3.
Clean wall splat.
Yep.
वॉल.
Laser geyser. Boom.
Yeah. Looking very good right now. now. Back to one.
Okay,
Goes
back
mid, keeps
to
it
one.
safe. Book not done yet. Very clean movement out of Pratap as well.
Especially a character like Brian, which can be kind of hard, especially if you're just learning to get a consistent like backdash going. Like when you're just starting to play Brian, that character can feel like a tank, literally just moving him around. Patrop, looking real good in this third round, but Patrop trying to bring it back with these back ones, controlling the wall too.
Trying to be really impressed right now, but there's the hell sweep. I like it. Book got blocked in the last game, but was not deterred.
अरे comment करो यार ये 2 rounds. Okay.
Can he get a game on the board? It's very clean Brian play, I have to say right now, you know.
No electrics from Book, just pressuring, you know.
I mean, speaking to him about stuff like that, he said to me before, he feels like his electric timing can be predictable. You know, and that's before he's even experienced time, but there's an electric right there. That was a bit predictable, I have to say. He was right. Alright, 1-2-1.
That's block.
Yeah. Could have had a big punish, but it's not bad because the hatchet kick. Nice block on the low there from Book, but he's still in trouble right now. Messes up an electric forward. There's an electric.
Ooh, how much damage can we get out of this?
I think this is dead.
A little greedy with that back shoot,
Ah.
but
No
What a
greedy at
combo,
all, just doing what he can to
yaar.
get the
Khazawa,
kill. Book
yaar.
very nice there with the electric. Not predictable.
it's definitely a timeline
Stay
where that back
select.
one messed up that combo, but
We're not in that one. We don't have to worry about it.
why is it? It's like a reverse commentator's curse where you just start to like, he hasn't been doing a lot of bits, and then all of a sudden they just start coming out.
I think Spag and Pun Life cracked the code not to know that there's also the commentator's blessing. You know, I think some people are too pure to have the power of the commentator's curse. So maybe that's what you have blood for.
Maybe I just like seeing good Tekken, so I'm just like, whenever I say stuff like that, like why hasn't it? It's usually just a genuine question, because like, you know, such a strong tool, you have it sealed away until you need it right there, like Book did, and now we're going to this final game, jungle outpost, small upper level, easy for Brian to wall carry.
So that's the difference between you and me. I just like seeing chaos. Windy got this though. Stuff like forward dashes in to make sure he connects with it. Down 3-3. 2-1. I think that's something Book just needs to use more in this game. 2-1, control that space.
Yeah.
But the magic 4 there drops the combo though. Book in trouble though. Back to wall against Brian.
Messes up the taunt though, lucky for Book.
Yeah. Lively right now.
गाइस 1 मिनट में मैं आ रही था तुम मैच देखो मैं भी देख रहा हूँ देख तो रहा हूँ मैं लेकिन कमेंट नहीं कर पाऊंगा
It's not really his style.
Nice break. And nice forward 4-3.
Not gonna be, well, might hit the wall.
The wall is there, so this could be what ends it.
Yes.
Yeah, that should be dead. Forward 4-2 keeps it nice and simple with 8 seconds left.
ओके ओके यार ये क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे बैक कमबैक हो रहा है क्या
Like maybe Book is just trying to avoid the necessary suffering of Jin. He just tries to shy away from it.
I feel like at this point he must have suffered enough with the character, right? But I feel
यार
like
कमेंट तो करो यार
the negative has sort of deterred him away from playing the character. I think that might have been a crowd's cancel 2-4 attempt
Yeah,
there,
very
from Book.
very ambitious. Very, you know, possible, obviously.
Yeah.
I've seen people like Dojin do stuff like that.
Daniel Mado
Yeah.
was known for a nice block on the hatchet, but no punish that time at all. Except I can't get my crouch cancel 2-4. I don't want to punish it at all. LLRK breaks the wall, tailspin available. I don't know if this is dead though. Back to 1 wants to follow up down 4 nice block, brace jump,
Nice sidestep.
but no punish for it. Ooh, back 1 plus frames. The low.
Just block, no punish.
Oh, with a great 8 seconds
Oh
left
my
again,
God,
Bloodhawk. And the crowd are really hype up for this one. I mean, this would be an upset for ages.
Pratop playing out of his mind right now, but Book being a little bit hesitant at the end of that round.
Forward 4. Down forward again. Scout.
वाह यार
no
क्या मैच
combo.
निकाला
No big punishes.
On both sides, this is getting scrappy. Blood again. These down fours are getting so predictable for Pratop. Messes the down though. Hatchet. Rage drive spent. And nice, the jab keep in check. Book now on set point.
Pratop bring it back. He's been looking really good on offense and defense. Big counter hit, not gonna get to the wall, but gonna push really close.
Yeah, this is so scary.
Oh!
Forward. The butt kick gets a clean wall start.
Set up the pawn.
2-1, keep him in check. Down 4. 2-1 again. The Zen stance. Book, what can you do right now? You're in trouble. Forward 3. Is he gonna spend the rage here? No. Actually, can he get a clean? He gets the wall without it. Jab into raise drive. Now, what do we do?
Not gonna kill.
One jab पे guaranteed है.
Guess right.
Down 3-3.
Down
Oh,
4.
nice.
And I respect that downfall from Brock, because how many times he got a
comeback
block,
कर लिया भाई इसने
low
पूरा.
parried, like it just looked like it wasn't working, but persistence wears down resistance, and Brock
वैसे
takes
बहुत
it
ही बढ़िया
2-1
मैच खेला
over
भाई.
Prata, but that is the most exciting game we've had today, bro.
Yeah, I'm really happy that he stuck with the Jin, stuck it out, even though there was such moments where he was looking hesitant, he was looking to, but like, you need to have those kind of close games with a character like that to build your confidence. Like, I can do this, I can play this character. Looking like the book that I expect to see when I see him play this Jin.
Yeah, I think we mentioned as well, like, still a bit, shaky in terms of that. That game definitely could have gone the other way, but I think the fact that I think it's a sign of a good player to have those close games, those pools, to still come out on top. Because more often than not, Book does come out on top in those situations. We see, I mean, that first round, really in the second game, they really set the tone for how this one was going to go. Pratap took the first game, and then we moved forward. I mean, it's just, I think it was a bit of a shock to see that. I think Book himself was shocked there. No break.
I was very impressed with Pratap's Brian.
Yes.
Very
100%.
clean, good defense, good counter hit timing, good placement of the 3+4s, the hatchet kicks and such. Just, those block punishes on a couple of those lows, the down back 3s, the down 4s, they could have been a little bit better. Maybe just, if you really thought those lows were coming out, maybe one orbital could have changed the story of the matchup, but honestly, at that point, I'm just nitpicking, honestly.
Yeah, right. You have to, because it's the small, minute things that really change that game. But I just think, ending it with the down 4s was a big risk there for Book, because Pratap at one point, especially in jungle outpost, when that wall was broken and we were in that huge arena part of the stage, every door was being blocked. The down 4s were being blocked. He blocked the Hellsweep in the first game as well. So I think the fact that Book still had that confidence to go for it is definitely the sign of someone who's not to be deterred today.
Yeah, and even if you block, alright, but be sure to follow all of our socials to keep up with the newest Tekken content. Follow Bandai Namco Esports Twitter for more excitement on the TWT and more updates. TekkenWorldTour.com, at Tekken on Twitter, at Bandai, at BNA Esports, and on YouTube, BNE Esports as well, to find the VODs after the fact.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Tekken action, this tour. There's so much happening. And I want to stay up to date, and we know exactly how to stay up to date. And you guys, you might want to start following me now, because we're going to have a short break. When we return, there'll be more Tekken action, so do not go anywhere.
साढ़े 4 मिनट का ब्रेक. ये 1-8 पुल हो चुके हैं पूरा. हेलो नहीं सही गाड़ी वाली नहीं है भाई जा रहे हैं 1000 तो नहीं है हेलो हेलो रुक जा 1 मिनट हेलो अरे सही गाड़ी नहीं है किस में और हाँ इससे गाड़ी मंगाओ चाहे 2 रुपये और हाँ 15 किलोमीटर का मंगा दियो 15 किलोमीटर का हो जाओ एक अरे लेकिन नहीं चाहिए गाड़ी फर्स्ट क्लास हाँ मंगा दियो ठीक आ जाओ कितने बता रहे 2 कल की 2 आज की हैं ऐसा कहाँ यहाँ पे कुछ है ओ भाई साहब ओ बात तेरी गाड़ी में है मुझे जाओ उसको कर ले जाना का लफड़ा इन्होंने बता दिया 1000 है कितने बता रहे थे चॉकलेट हो गई है 24 हो गई कल को सारा बंद हो जाएगा अरे वहाँ भूल गए यहाँ पागल हो रहे हैं यहाँ बैठे दिख रहा हूँ
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Fighter Showdown 2023, a TWT Masters event here in New Delhi, India, and we are about to start off with some more great Tekken action. But first, how about we talk about some toys, Kalis?
I love toys.
What do we got here?
So we have the game dimensions. We have the hate heart sheet.
हिंदी कमेंट्री क्या लिख रहे हो भाई
Wave 1. And honestly, seeing them up close, finally getting to
सरगम
into
जयपुर
real
भाई
life
मैंने अभी
toys,
देखा 2 मिनट पहले ही बस
very careful.
उसके लिए सॉरी मैं गया हुआ था अभी कहीं हिंदी कमेंट्री नॉट गुड और क्या चाहिए तुम्हें इंग्लिश कमेंट्री चाहिए क्या बताओ लेट्स गो इंडिया खत्म हो गया अभी कहीं खत्म नहीं हुआ अभी तो स्टार्ट ही हुआ है अबे यार बताओ यार नी बहन के आँख नी यहाँ पे है चीज़ें फेल है लोगों को अभी तो स्टार्ट ही हुआ है भाई साहब आ रहा हूँ मैं 2 मिनट रुको कमेंट देखूंगा बाद में कमेंट ही करता रहूँगा यहीं पे भाई साहब उसने प्रताप ने निकाल लिया था मैच वहाँ पे ब्लॉक करके वो कर देते ना पनीर सही वहाँ पे मैं निकल जाता वो अबे मेरे समय पे कौन आ गया ओके क्यों भाई क्या हाल है अरे कौन आ बोलो तो सही कुछ हेलो ओ बेटे वाह ओ बेटे मजे ले रहा है ये लोटे वाह अबे कौन कौन है दिखाइए यहाँ पे कौन कौन बैठा है चल बस अभी दिखी जाएंगे दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी वाह लड़के वाह क्यों मजे आ रहे तेरे तो कौन कौन आया हुआ यहाँ पे आवाज नहीं आ रही तेरी
or relatively unknown, new areas, new continents.
रहने दे बंद कर दे.
These are players that have potentially been scouting for a very, very, very long time. And you, on the other hand, like you're going in virtually blind sometimes. Some of these names you'll be seeing for the first time, but that is not a name you'll be seeing for the first
ओ
time.
उल्सान फिर आ गया.
Ulsan
अच्छा
is
ये वो
stepping
चल
up,
रहा है.
and he should be against a Scorpion.
So, I mean, I agree with you. The international players have been looking very strong. We just seen Book, Ni, Sefi, Ulsan. But the local players, the local Indian Tekken scene, have looked very impressive in their own right.
See it for Talib earlier. That was a perfect example. As also has to deal with another geese to start his day.
Let's go India वालों, let's go. पेल दो धर के इनको यार.
The Tekken tournament, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. But we've seen earlier, we know he knows how to do with geese, knows what to do against the character. But this is a different geese player. Later on in the bracket, potentially a harder opponent. So let's see how Scorpion deals with Mr. Ulsan.
What do you think about
क्या देख सामान
Geese
का
late
बड़ा
in
सामान जागा नहीं जागा.
Tekken 7?
तू
I think he's still very, very, very good, but not unbeatable. I think there is definitely a more problematic 2D character in this game. I think Geese is still very
Eliza.
good.
और चार पेड़ी उनकी ले जा.
I think Geese is still very good.
Oh!
वो गीज आ गया तुम्हारा.
Is that like a
that was by accident, but we should do that on
That
purpose
should
more
be on
often.
purpose,
Yeah.
I think. That's a great way to get into games.
अबे
like
किस
this,
तरह
right?
की बैक डैश कर रहा है ये.
First round,
ओ
these guys
ओ
be
आसिफ.
killing each other.
अबे आसिफ है ये. ओ भाई साहब आसिफ.
Lose his first game earlier, against
ओ ये तो
Talib.
नई अपनी टीम का बंदा है भाई आसिफ.
Ooh, spends the
यार सारी भी बनी ये क्या हो गया.
Holding back.
We might have
This controller disconnected.
some kind of issue here.
You ever hit that blue shoulder so hard you just pull the cord out of the PS4?
I think also just felt bad. He was like, damn, that was good.
ऐसे कैसे चलेगा भाई काम.
Damn, I'm good.
Yeah, taking a second to reconcile that. But yeah, I mean, again, Ulsan's second geese of the day earlier, so we saw him play against Quran and had a great start. I think he sort of laid down the formula for how to like play against someone like Ulsan and take that first game. So you have to come out strong, you have to play your game until they force you to stop, and then when you do, you adapt.
I really liked like in that first game, the first set against the Geese, the instant, he was blocking, let's say like, standing 2 forward 1 and the stuff in the strings that normally you get.
ये क्या हुआ भाई ऐसे कैसे चलेगा काम यहाँ पर.
Really like the instant duck while standing forward, because one thing I don't think people realize, obviously the Rekka starts out as a high, but the power crush, the Jake, and the first hit is actually a special mid.
Yeah.
So you can actually crouch block it and then decide if you want to stand block afterward, but so
They're just making sure everything is working currently as we see it. I think Book is just he saw that his back worked earlier. Now he needs to see if the forward works as well. Yeah, I mean, Ulsan he's been looking very good today. His first game today was a bit shaky at the start, but like the longer it goes on, I think some players as well are just slow starts in tournament in general. I think I've seen that
I am that way actually.
Yeah.
My first tournament match is the worst I will be the whole day.
Yes, I think there are a lot of people like that. So I think with Ulsan there was kind of that start to his whole first round, first game, a bit of troubles from there. But we're expecting as things go on, and it looks like we'll be resetting as well. Maybe replaying that first round as well. I do not know, but we'll see once we get into it. Or as this Scorpion was just doing a madness. But it looks like there will be a reset of some kind. We'll figure out how this goes from here. But I think we'll be starting from the beginning completely. Also picking a different outfit this time as well.
Just running the
अब होएगा मैचेस. अब होएगा स्टार्ट मैचेस. क्या ही हो रहा है यहाँ पर. क्या चल रहा है भाई साहब. वेटिंग.
two, right?
So in regular games I'll be picking like the like floral one as well.
The jacket,
but then when times get tough and I need to go to the jungle outpost, I have
The
to
army
pick some camouflage to sort of But I don't really do that. It really started out as a meme.
Okay.
Like it was just the fact that like this outfit goes to this stage and it's kind of funny. But people thought like it was a genuine like tactic. Like, oh my god, like this guy is trying to camouflage on the stage. Like, and I remember someone was like, oh my god, that's so smart. He's gonna throw off his opponent.
stage
Yeah,
में वही है.
yeah, I'm so smart.
हैंडल में
And
कुछ
I was
दिक्कत
just
हुई है
like,
पहले.
it doesn't really work like
Okay,
that.
हैंडल में कुछ दिक्कत हो रही है यहाँ पर. Wow, man, oh wow.
He's like, no, it's exactly the same for me. So I don't know.
It's not like Brimstone and Fire where you get those characters with red on red.
That is genuinely like a problem. That starts to make your eyes hurt after a while. Like,
Alright. Starting fresh.
You don't know what
nice.
the issue is, but I'm sure both players are happy to just restart from the beginning, see what Ulsan gets up to. It starts off in a life deficit here, but not too much time has passed on the clock.
आसिफ स्कॉर्पियन ये तो वो है जो इस टीम पे भी खेलता है भाई
especially in that first round where
ये
you
तो
don't really
बंदा है
have
जो
that
इस टीम
much
पे भी
meter
खेलता है
to do anything. I feel like as the Geese player or even as an Akuma player, you kind of want to let that first round last as long as possible.
That's exactly what we're seeing here. Look at the meters spent. Also has a life. Like even if a Scorpion happens to lose this round,
nice well अच्छा मिलिट्री नहीं है बेटा
the meter bit was worth it, but just spent it straight away. Is it worth it to close out the
ओए अबे यार बताओ भी हो गया यार
we've seen 9 seconds, 8 seconds left. A lot today, God.
I respect the instant EX air Shibuken, but then the sidestep instant rage drive from Ulsan was amazing right there.
Just going blow for blow right now.
And it feels like it's like way more comfortable to pressure Geese when he doesn't have that one bar now, because mid parry comes out, not a huge deal.
Yeah, I do feel like that might have been a bit of a misplaced spending that into the, in that round is Ulsan.
ये सारे भी punishment ले गया भाई ये तो
out, but not if Steve Scorpion has anything to say about nice break on the third range available as well, but no meter to really get a meaningful launch from it. The whilst anyone closes it out for Ulsan.
Alright. Potential game point here for Ulsan, game 1.
So those jabs as
Game
well.
one.
Jabs, such good range. Like it's just free movement. Yeah, with nice duck again. We saw that earlier from Ulsan.
He is ready. Somehow he is ready to fight Geese today.
अरे ये mid है ना यार
Sidestep 3 though. Something you see very often. A huge lively right now for Ulsan. I mean, how do you get back from this? He has one bar of meter, and I feel like you don't want to die with meter, so you have to spend this. A 2 forward 1, a back 3-2 right now. Just do something to get Ulsan off of it.
He has had opportunities where he's gotten the clean with punish, with the standing 2. That could have been a standing 2 right there.
Yeah. 19 seconds left to go to Replica. Nice whip punish from Ulsan. He's feeling it today. I mean, both the Geese played today.
इनकी whip punishment काफी दमदार
so well. Are we going to see a character switch? Does he have someone in the pocket? Or is he just going to be a regular stage switch situation?
So we'll see, but and the whiff punish with the down back 1, you don't see that very often. Like a lot of Fang players would lead you to believe that the hitbox on that move is not very great.
I like what you said, lead you to believe, as if they're telling you tall tales.
Listen, there's 2 parts of high level play in Tekken. There's what happens in the game, and then there's all the gaslighting that happens outside of the game.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, okay.
This is truly a treat.
Geese to Horon. How do you feel about this matchup?
Oh, it's awful. This is not a fun matchup. I think there's one thing that Hwang has in this matchup, something I discovered quite recently, is if Hwang is a sidestep right into the flamingo step, he can make a lot of Feng's regular offense with down 4-2, down back 3, down 4, down 2, down for 1. A lot whiffs with a sidestep right into the flamingo step. However, Feng just does back 4.
So you mean sidestep right, forward 3?
Yeah, sidestep right, forward 3.
Double sidestep.
Yeah, it makes a lot of things with, especially if Feng is plus. However, Feng just do back 4, then 4 bombers to keep him in check. So knowing that is one thing, and also using it sparingly. So let's see how Scorpion plays for this matchup. It is an uphill battle for sure, but definitely not unwinnable. Nice, the jabs there. 4-4-3, the plus 3. Alright, first back, 2 more plus 3s. Nice dart. The while saying 4 as well gets a counter on it. This is just looking like trouble right now for Scorpion. Back tempo 1.
This can't pin this thing down.
No, it's not the punish there. Wanted a 4-3, but Ulsan takes the first round on the character switch. Nice push gets to the back there, fully, but able to turn around. Back 1, big stop sign. Forward 4-2.
Nice step.
Yeah.
Has the back, has the wall position, but another back 1.
It shuts down so much in this matchup. You have to play around it.
ओए पनिश नहीं किया यार, बैक 3 से पनिश करना था वहाँ पर यार। ये ना ज्यादा वो हो रहे हैं यार, इनको ना क्या ही कहूँगा।
Again, but down 4-3 is one of those moves I find it so difficult to win punish in this game. Rage available now for a Sea Scorpion. Can he make it count? Nice! Use the back camel, but no. Down 4 miss input. Is that going to come back to bite Ulsan?
Still controlling this wall though. Not a lot of stepping from Asif Scorpion.
And the down 2 closes it out. I think just a lot of trouble right now. Ulsan knows exactly what to do.
Single jab, back 1. Dude, low parry! He is looking so clean in both of these games we've seen from him today.
Yeah, I mean, the Feng really working out, but again, I wonder how far he's going to go with the character. Nice side step into the back through the plasma blade. Oh, drops the combo, unfortunately, and the back one. Big stop side.
कुछ भी प्रैक्टिस नहीं करके आए भाई, ये बस खेलने आ गए थे।
Ulsan's back very smart.
ना को हैंडल चेक कर रहे हैं, ना कुछ कर रहे पहले। बटन चेक करो भाई।
Very nice, keeping it tight right now. Still the life on Ulsan's side. A Sea Scorpion just at Rage, but one launch probably ends the game. It's not the most damaging. Can he stay alive? Yes, he can. What do you do right now? Down 3-4, and then again, exact same situation. Down 3-4. Right flingo 2 tries to get
Whip punishment
3, but the back one happened multiple times there. Ulsan just puts a stop to it.
Not just the back 1, the backdash back 1 to counter hit anything out of right flamingo.
Yeah, I think it was just. I think it's hard. I think Faring is a character that I don't think is good to switch to.
Yeah.
I think he's a character you switch from, because if you want to play him in the first 2 sets, I believe you play him from the beginning, because you need the information. I think to make it work. I think going into a second game with not much information how they deal with down 4 when they like to block on Flamingo, I think it's not really a good time. I think he's a character that if you're going to make a switch, you play him first and then you switch.
Yeah, I think that character is already a scary 2 out of 3 character, and then going into like when you're already 0-1 in the hole.
It would not be a great time. So the Geese, I mean, the Geese definitely could have worked. I mean, look at this first round there. Actually, could have gone a complete different way, and then here, I mean, also just being.
इनका mind cool नहीं है यार.
Just playing
not a lot of not a lot of stepping out of Asif Scorpion, especially in these wall situations. He was just content to try to fight with his back to the wall, which is incredibly scary in this game.
Yeah. I mean, it's just an uphill battle. I think when you're playing someone on Ulsan's level with a character like Feng in a notoriously bad matchup, it can just be so trouble. We just saw, I think, so many times he's caught like a deer in headlights, and yeah, that situation so many times. RFF forward 3, anything you do as a follow-up, that big back one just stops it all. So, I mean, great showing from Ulsan. I believe
That was out of his pool.
no, he still has one more. He still has one more match to play the women's final. Well, a lot of the games we have coming up next will be women's final matches. So these are good guys getting into top 48.
इससे ऊपर quality का मंगा दो तुम.
I believe, but when you get to a winners final, you pull your top 48 regardless. It's just the winners or the losers side that you are fighting.
हेलो क्या ही चल रहा है भाई यहाँ पर? हाँ? अबे लाइव में हूँ मैं, जा रहा हूँ मैं, खुद ही आ रहा हूँ.
अरे मजाक कर रहा हूँ भाई तालिब.
मजाक कर रहे हो यार, ऐसे मजाक मत करो यार.
ऐसे ही तो मजाक होते हैं, और फिर क्या मजाक करूँगी तालिब.
तो यहाँ बैठ के लाइव कर दूँ क्या?
कौन सा लाइव?
लाइव तो मैंने कर ही रखा है, यहीं पे बैठा रहो या चल जाऊँ?
नहीं लाइव तो कोई देखेगा ही नहीं.
अरे
भाई मैसेज देख रहा है.
डेवलपमेंट कोड लिख देगा ये बंदा, कोडिंग करता है ये बंदा.
ओके मैं जा रहा हूँ, फिर थोड़ी देर में आऊँगा.
भाई मैं तो करंट पे जा रहा हूँ.
अरे सरे भाई वाह, ओ अपनी जान अपनी साथ सरे भाई. अबे ये तो सरे है, ये तो सरे भाई है भाई. ये तो सरे भाई है, ये तो सरे भाई है भाई साहब.
अरे मैं कह रहा था मैच नहीं मिल रहा है करण भाई तुम्हें, बिल्कुल अभी तक एक भी मैच.
भाई अभी खेला था मैं कोरियन के साथ खेला था,
बेकार चल रहा था. सही
भाई 3 बार आ रहे हैं ना, बहुत बेकार चल रहा था.
This is the
मतलब मैं
character
sport
that
बेकार है
so many people issues because I think
भाई
not many people truly know the matchup. They just in general.
अरे तो टेस्टिंग ही हो रही है ना नेट कोड की।
लाउंचर है ये?
मतलब हम अच्छा रिस्पांस नहीं आया तो फिर सही करेंगे इसको भी।
अबे करण भाई
हेलो
लाउंचर है ये?
अबे पूल 3 के विनर फाइनल में पहुंच गए हो तो
किसको फीड दिया उन्होंने?
हां ये जो पूछ रहा हूं
अरे यार मैं फंस गया वरना मेरा भी उससे हो जाता सीबीएम से। करण भाई दिख कैसी रही है गेम?
I think you have to go just like let things slide, let things go, those backswing blows. So let's see you straight.
Yeah, because she has so many options, right? Like a hop kick can go under your jab, a backswing blow can avoid it, a good sidestep 4 counter hit can blow up your life bar. So
I think a hop kick in this
यहाँ पे
matchup
सिरे
is
भाई का
terrible
मैच आ
in
चुका है।
general because you know Miguel.
ओह नाइस ब्रदर, यही ब्रदर हम झेलते हैं इनका यहाँ पर।
You know 4-2 is probably something wants to be more. 4-1+2 maybe. As a punish, is nice step there from Seppi.
Big launch.
Now 4-2. Great punish. Awkward Oki situation as well.
Straight back.
Yeah, gets straight back up. Seppi messed up the combo a little bit though. Messes up the punish though. Is that?
perfect combo.
Wow. Calculate the damage to perfection. Big Seppi Black.
Nice duck jab to stuff out the Cali roll. Again, like you mentioned, he's taking your time in this
अरे थोड़ा रुक के खेलो, उसके सामने से भी मूवमेंट में आता है।
that she can't backswing blow out of.
Nice down 4-3-2. I mean,
Oh,
there
nice.
you just mentioned it, Bloodborne. Almost a high wall combo as well there.
ओह बिग लॉन्च।
Oh my
अबे यार तेरे भाई दो बार कॉम्बो की छोड़ रहे
That
हो।
wasn't my fault.
बताओ यार, 2 बार कॉम्बो छोड़ दी यार।
One
तेरे भाई
commentator
यार।
is another commentator's blessing. And he got
ओए
two
ये अपने
back
तेरे भाई है, यहाँ पे
and
2
one
बार
of
कॉम्बो
them should
छोड़
win
दी।
you the round at the very
यानी
least.
2 कॉम्बो छोड़ दी यार।
The drop was he wanted a high wall splat, get that damage and then go from there.
काफी अच्छे लॉन्च मिले थे इनको, 2 लॉन्च।
3-4 and then
Shrey looking like it's not even bothering him. He's like, eh.
yeah, I mean I'm someone who like if I lose due to my own mistakes,
इसका तो डैमेज भी बहुत खतरनाक है भाई, भर के मिलता है, भर के।
you know, so let's see Shrey just has to make mistakes. Easier said than done.
It's oddly comforting when you know exactly why you lost,
Yeah.
as opposed to like, I have no idea what happened there.
Yeah.
Just like, but going to Hammerhead. See if he gets a little bit more room to move around in. He was getting pinned against the wall a couple of those situations.
Yeah.
That holding back on that back turn combo from Sephi into the Savage 2.
Yeah.
If you're Sephi, that's a lot. That's big information, right? Like, oh, this guy doesn't know.
I think it's
अबे
more,
यार मेरे को जाना चाहिए था भाई, इसके सामने तो मैं
very
आता।
popular. I think maybe he just doesn't have that experience against the character.
डेविल से बहुत मारता मैं उसको।
Obviously, he's a character
वो
who's
नाइस
preparing
ब्लॉक।
because someone like Seth Black is
लेकिन वहाँ
very
पे कुछ नहीं किया।
consistent on the world stage. Drops the combo though. I think that was the lucky Chloe thing. She is one of the smallest characters in the game. With her, Ling, and Spino, and Eliza are the smallest characters.
ओह नाइस, ये वाला तो काफी अच्छा लॉन्च था यार।
Down for 2 Sanji's back though, but this is still big damage right now. Seth in trouble.
Oh, nice.
Going in.
Punish.
अरे यार लो पैरी।
Now there's no way Seth Black makes his comeback though. That's the thing.
Trying to bless.
As much as you know he can do the combo damage, has the range available, it's just such a big comeback.
अरे ओए ये क्या हो रहा है, ये क्या हो रहा है? What a man यार, what a man,
I respect it. You tried really hard to
what
make
a
it happen.
man तेरे भाई, what a man।
I really
Oh,
thought
power
I was gonna
crash.
see a rage art
Yeah,
with
on
punish.
the whip, right?
Yes.
और
I respect the attempt.
यार
I
कॉम्बो
just don't
ड्रॉप।
like when I just think Miguel's rage drive is really bad. I don't think it's worth
2 सेकंड हिट
the
क्यों
win.
खा रहे हो? 2-3 हिट
Either way,
यार।
Steffi doesn't need that. Didn't have a chance to get into rage there. Takes second round.
Yeah, I mean, like that first round, if you're Sephi, right? It's like everything was going bad for you, and you almost had a chance to bring it back. There, you could take confidence from that.
Yeah.
You turned it into the second round.
Or no doubt the 7-4-3 trade. So not the worst thing in the world for Shrey. Nice whip punish from Sephi. This combo's not gonna kill, but Shrey's in such a bad
Very
situation.
nice.
Down 4, he stays down. Sephi now on
पूल 3
set.
विनर, अच्छा पूल 3 चल रहा है।
Down 4-1-1.
Backing off a little bit.
अपने सिरे भाई लाइव में तो आ गए, भाई लाइव में आ गए। वो ये पूल 3 चल रहा है भाई, इतनी जल्दी पूल खत्म हो रहे हैं।
I don't know what to say there, but what I do know is Sephi Black very close to
wall
winning
carry.
this. Stab down by 3, one
Ore
hit
yaar.
does it. They're down for Seth
Sorry यार.
relaxed, looking calm and composed and handsome as ever.
Yeah, you know, like Shrey got one big round in both of the games, but if you're Sephi,
वैसे matches तो बढ़िया थे काफी.
Chloe, she can be a bomb, right? Just waiting to go off, and as long as you keep it calm, and as long as you have the confidence in yourself that you're gonna win more rounds than she does, as long as you limit her ability to make those comebacks, you're just looking calm like Sephi is right there sitting.
No, I think it just came down to, I think Shrey didn't party enough because
बताओ यार 4-6 बंदे देख रहे हैं कमेंट कोई नहीं कर रहा यार कमेंट तो कर दो यार मेरा दिल खुश हो जाएगा कमेंट देख के
Lucky Chloe is a character that can really throw out those Rago hop kicks because the pushback on it, -15, especially does neutral hop kick, it is -15, but like a select few characters going to be launching it consistently with the range.
With the amount of counter hits we were seeing from Sephi,
और ये
I
winner
wouldn't be surprised if he
वो
was
winner
trying to
पूल
target
चल रहा है
just
ये
at the wrong
3 वाला
times, 'cause we saw a lot of we saw
तेरे
Savage
भाई ने
up
2
for
लॉन्च
3
छोड़े यार
counter hits,
उनको
so the
काफी
down
अच्छे
back
लॉन्च
four
मिले
right
थे
there. The
बिग
power
पनीस
crush
वाले
to interrupt right there as well.
बस छोड़ दिए यार उन्होंने
The second game,
ये यहाँ पे एक combo से छूट गई थी
double backswing blow that
अब
just-
ये
that
यहाँ पे
one
मिलेगी हाँ ये
couldn't
वाला
finish his play. This one,
ये
nice stuff
ये
as
छोटी
well.
combo
I just don't know what the combo was there. I mean, the down forward 2 just frame there would have probably killed, especially with the rage. I mean, probably definitely killed.
That was the Savage up forward 3 I was talking
Yeah.
about. But yeah,
Yeah,
just like
another
trying to brawl with Miguel, which rarely goes well for you,
Yeah.
honestly.
And then down 4, stay down. Like you mentioned, you're watching the replay, you're just asking a lot of counters. They get called it perfectly. You see, always.
Who is coming to the stage?
It is a keyboard, so yeah, we were talking to a lot of people about this.
एक
Apparently,
पेड उसकी मेल लो कॉल
keyboard
कर लो 3
is
पेड
actually
उसकी मेल लो
pretty
कॉल कर लो
big in India. There are quite.
अब किसका मैच है भाई ओ नी आ गया भाई
I
नी
spoke to a surprising
versus
amount of
किसका है?
players in India as well, where they were talking about like they had played Tekken in arcades before, but they had never really gotten it on console. So Tekken 7 being on PC was a big part of them actually getting into it, and obviously PC keyboard goes hand in hand. So
obviously, I wondered, like what the stick situation here is as well. So yeah, I mean, keyboard being a very
नी
simple
versus
fix
ये
there
कौन
as
है
well. So
आर्कुन
stepping up now, we have Nico,
या कोई और
Lag, Psycho.
ओ कीबोर्ड
I
प्लेयर
never want to play someone who knows the name Psycho. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Well, if
कीबोर्ड
anyone
अलाउड है इसमें
can quell that storm.
कोई बताना मेरे को इसमें कीबोर्ड अलाउड है क्या
he's so good at like that, that stereotypical Korean playstyle, that calm, composed, almost plodding, that slow pace, and just never.
ओके
You
हंस
feel like
नहीं
you
हो
never
रहा है
really
हंस
have a
नहीं
chance to
आ गया इसका
get
नाम
into
मेरे
the
को मिल गया
match. But man, Gamers 8, those few moments where it felt like almost like Devil Me came out, and he was just like, especially against Anakin in that reset where you're just like brawling with him.
पता यार हमको तो
I was
कोई
like, what
कमेंट
is
भी नहीं
going
कर रहा
on
यार
here?
That was definitely
और यहाँ पे कीबोर्ड अलाउड है
I do
व्हाट अ
wonder
मैन
what does Neolex do here? Is he going to be sticking with the Heihachi? Is it going to be a consistent tournament character?
अच्छा चेकिंग हो रहा
Does he
है
go to one
Okay, checking.
Or maybe as the hope of the people, the bride comes out, and I do see a king shirt.
कीबोर्ड चेकिंग हो रहा है चीटिंग ना हो ओके ओके ये भी बात सही है
That could
क्योंकि
be
भाई
the case.
चीटिंग ना हो ना अच्छी
Or it
बात
could
है
be a bit of misdirection. There are a lot of players like that. Like they have a name. Like their name could be Jin Kazama 72, and then they just play Nino. Actually, we have in the UK we have Bonus Jin, who is a Nina player. So there's also one of my favorite ones. Else people forget this is also a bit of name misdirection. Is Joey Fury.
Yep.
Because I was actually speaking about this recently. It's like
लेकिन आज हमारी ऑडियंस
I
हमें
don't know why
कमेंट्स नहीं कर रही भाई
you know. because
अच्छा
of him,
दूसरा कहाँ
I
चल रहा है भाई
sometimes
वो
say
जो
full
वो जो पूल चल रहे हैं वो पूल किधर चल रहे हो
Because he'll play pool quite he used to play pool quite consistently. And then the Jerry Free, for some reason I would just say that. So shout out to Jerry for the misdirection.
I believe the lore for Joey is that when he was a kid starting out, he played a lot of martial law and Brian Fury. So those were the characters that he started out with. But Joey, definitely one of those people that will play. He will play the strong character. He will find a
ओ
strong
कीबोर्ड
character
व्हाट अ
that
मैन
suits him, but
यार कीबोर्ड का तो
definitely
जलवा
has to
लगे यार
play a
कीबोर्ड
character 100% out of loyalty.
Yeah, you have to respect that. Because you got to do what it takes to win.
Yeah,
At the end of the day. Honor can only take you so
कीबोर्ड
far.
में आएगा असली टैलेंट
So Lag Psycho versus Knee stepping
यानी
up.
असली
And what more
मजा
characters we are going
असली
to see.
मजा
Both are
लेग
really good
पसियो
players.
व्हाट अ मैन
And oh,
Oh,
this is
Nina.
terrifying.
अरे
Your name is
जफीना
Lag
इसकी जफीना
Psycho,
बढ़िया है ना
and you're showing me a tournament Ana.
ओ नीना वर्सेस नीना होएगा क्या यहाँ पर
Now here's the thing, if I ever
ओके
played Lee
क्या
and
लेगा
Jordan,
साहिन
I'm never locking, especially if he doesn't know who I am, I'm never locking first because he plays every character. He could, Lee, but he plays pretty much every character. He can have a counter pick on deck for every pick. I would wait for him to lock, or I'd ask for a blind pick, I think. But
I don't know if he still does this, but my understanding about me is that the characters that he brings to any given tournament are necessarily pre-practice. So you're not going to see a huge curveball out of nowhere.
rank.
This Negan, for example, played it in Saudi Arabia. It is practice, it's ready to go. So, and Negan is such a strange character.
I think he's so underrated.
Yeah, his movement is underrated.
I think he has the best male move.
ओ मेगल वर्सेस एना व्हाट अ मैन अब आएगा असली मोन यानी मोन्टर यानी मजा
A lot of things at certain frame advantages and disadvantages that other characters cannot.
His sidestep right is absolutely insane. His backdash is pretty good. And just like his punishment, the way he can play small tech. And I think Jenny perfect for a player like me.
Yeah. The fact that it's jab and DF1, you have to decide
Okay.
sidestep different ways.
Mix up to step. I think down for one to the right, his jab to the left. What's the other way? I always forget until I'm playing the character. Then
1+2.
I have to be in the game to know. We'll find out.
Guts to the back.
We are stuck to the side for a while there.
Nice.
वे पनिशमेंट क्यों दे रहे हो भाई हम थोड़ा ये यहाँ पे जो हम खेल रहे हैं
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's the flip up for the Oki as well.
And a little down three to end the round. Neat, looking good. Now, do you know why there are like, I say so many. Off the top of my head, there's two. There are two pirate costumes. The characters. Like, why is that a thing?
Anna and Leo, I
Yeah.
think about, right? I don't know.
पूरा ही साइड
Because you
वॉक
gotta
कर लिया
rob
भाई
people, rob some rounds from people,
Well.
and those two characters are very good at
Oh,
it.
yeah, very good. Almost too good. Someone should do something about that. Nice forward
Trade, no clean wall splat.
That could have been a full crouch down for 2 attempts. That's like a knock me having
nice.
get one right back. Rage available, so extra damage, but drops the combo.
अरे भाई यार ये कॉम्बो ड्रॉप क्यों हो रही है भाई
2 rounds fast. Intimidation at the end.
Did the assassin dagger elbow into the forward too? I feel like he had two.
अरे भाई
different
कोई
combo
कमेंट तो
rounds
करो
in his
यार
range.
कमेंट भी नहीं कर रहे हो यार तुम
It
यार
happens sometimes.
We punish. ये टच कैसे हुई
Believe.
Oh. What a medal. Down, down, 4.
Life cycle trying to make
1+2.
something going. No
This is
break
not
of throw.
great.
Yeah, Courtney pushing a different button there, so could not break the throw. Still likely for knee though. Jab down, down back 4, down for 1, down back 4
भाई
again, down
साहब,
for 1. Simple
सब वहीं पे
sequences.
निकाल दिया भाई
Knee looking good right now. And the one thing I despise about tournament mode is you have to see Negan's intros and outros.
क्या यहाँ पे जफीना आएगी
That-
सेलेक्टर चेंज
That-
सेलेक्ट चेंज
That crab eating grin of his. Just smiling. I'm like, get out of my face, Negan.
देखो क्या बठड़ हो रही है टीके हैदर अली ने यहाँ पे लिखा है टकन डाउन 700
I mean, we have
टाइम
we have
बेटर
some
देन
insane
टकन 8
characters
इन माय
in this
ओपिशियन क्या क्या लिख रहा है ये
iteration game. I wonder for Tekken 8, like, obviously we're not going to hear anything for a while about guest characters. I think that plays on the main roster first. But I wonder like how far we're going to go.
यहाँ पे तक कमेंट ही देख ले हम किस किस से कमेंट आ रहा है व्हाट हैपनिट टकन बिरयानी अल्ट्रेट टकन नेट गॉड
You gotta
That's,
keep.
साइड
that's
स्टेप
something people are really asking
ये
for.
तो उसके सामने बेकार ले ली
But I think there's another Final Fantasy character that people would
इससे
very
अच्छा तो
much
जफीना
more
लेता
than
लेफ्ट साइड को
this game. I'm not gonna say
काफी बढ़िया मैच हो जाता फिर
some strange emotions from people.
फादर व्हाट अ मैन
It's like a Pavlovian response. Just their heads pop up like.
I'm not
Did
gonna
you
say
say it?
I'm not gonna say the name, but we have the Forgotten Realm pick here. Very smart pick. I mean, Anna on this stage.
देखना प्लेयर उसे करता
Animal.
क्या
Here's the
क्या
key
करता
to get those touches. You need to get those interactions to make use of the stage. In the first game, we didn't really
Here we
see him
go.
get the chance, but this is the first chance for it. Like Psycho breaks the floor.
Oh, goes for that.
Yeah, goes for a more simple option though. Four.
ना क्या समझ में क्या बोल रहे हो
Down back 3. Not gonna get a clean boost back though. Unless no break.
Rage art?
Rage available. He gets out of that there.
Only just with the full crouch down.
ओ बहुत ही बढ़िया राउंड बहुत ही बढ़िया
Now rage up was good as well because Nee could not sidestep left or sidestep right, left the options because the wall was right there.
Nice, just backdash, backdash,
ये भी
backdash.
punishment मत दो
Getting
यार.
the hunting swan with
I think Lag Cycle is getting
too many hits.
Yeah.
He's trying really hard to force his way in. We've seen the hunting swan. We've seen just regular forward 3 into chaos judgment, but a lot of this is just
1+2.
getting another throw not broken.
Note breaker.
A lot of it is
क्या
just
बोलते हैं इसको?
he just cutting him off at the
Note
front,
break,
at the
हाँ.
pass. Again.
Yeah.
बहुत बढ़िया. हाँ हाँ बहुत बढ़िया मेरी जान.
A lot of people
हाँ वो तो बढ़िया है यार, लेकिन अगर जफीना लेता ना काफी मजा आता फिर. मैंने इसकी जफीना देखी है फादर भाई.
The stuff like the hunting one, there's so many hits to it, you're worried of with punishing too early because you might get hit and launched by one
यार
hit.
काला काला सा हो रहा है दिख नहीं रहा स्टेज में.
It must be a punish.
पहले भी ये लॉन्च किया था.
I think that's -14.
But it's the second time.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
वो भाई साहब लोग
punish there. Knee
खत्म.
moves back as well. Down 3+4 knee, 1 round away from making to top 48 on the winner's side.
No surprises there, but Lag Psycho he's had a couple of good rounds, good opportunities, but gotta get something going. Sidestep on the roll. Willing to let it just be a neutral
Oh, nice.
situation. Gets the
ये
TF.
वाला काफी अच्छा.
Have to roll the dice sometimes. Makes it work. CJM mix goes low. Nice duck on the throw. 1-2 goes for the high. 1-4 knee. Lag Cycle, can he take this
Oh,
round?
बहुत
Yes, he
बढ़िया,
can.
2-2
Down
round.
4-1. Very nice.
clean.
Final round.
हाँ
second
सही
game.
कहा हाँ यार.
Point for knee
ये
and
भी
counting
punishment ज़्यादा
down.
दे रहे हैं.
Holy smokes. I think
वरना
that was
जीत
out.
जाए देखो ये वही वाला मुंह दोबारा ने पनिश कर दिया ना उसको.
Oh, go for the knife, no OP. But
Nice.
punishes the spring kick.
And
ले भाई.
that's
बहुत
gonna be
बढ़िया
dead now.
खतरनाक. अगर ये जफीना लिया था ना, इसकी जफीना मैंने देखी है. बहुत ही बढ़िया जफीना चलाता भाई ये.
I think
लेकिन
the
भाई
confidence
क्या
of
करे
Lag
अब,
Cycle
क्या ही
for
करे.
me, I think was just. I think Negan is such a difficult character to like approach, and I think maybe there's a lack of experience there as well. with Lag Cycle.
इनके सामने ना
Again,
थोड़ा घुस के
Talib
तब मुंह चलाने पड़ते हैं. अर्थलान को देखा ना कैसे खेलता है इनके सामने.
definitely a
अगर
strength.
वो घुस के खेलता है पूरा, पहले घुसेगा फिर मुंह मारेगा फिर पीछे भाग जाएगा.
It's a lot of just
और ये
having
पहले
control,
भी
a
पनिशमेंट
lot
दे रहे हैं.
like
मैंने
Negan's gonna do
अब तक के
things,
जितने
and
मैचेस
he's
देख रहा हूँ ना,
gonna deal
सारे
with
भी
it or try to
पनिशमेंट में
make
गए
it
हैं.
because there's no hard counter to what he's doing a lot of the time. Like the best is like maybe being able to sidestep a down back 4 or something, or just calling out the low timing and stuff like that. But we didn't even see any like stance stuff from the Negan out of knee either. It was just solid.
अरे यार वो राउंड तो अपने ही थे सारे. भाई इन्होंने थोड़ी गलती की है यार. वरना राउंड तो ले लेते थे ना भाई.
To any of it really. So I think yeah, just good showing definitely. But I like Psycho, you know.
फादर
trying-
भाई खेल तो
I think
सही
he
रहा
can
है.
still, like, do
बस ये
stuff
जो
like that, kind of
पनिशमेंट दे रहे हैं ना,
your game.
थोड़ा वो गलत कर रहे हैं बस. अगर ये थोड़ा घुस के अभी मुंह मारे ना पूरे,
Able to take it to a
साइड
final
वॉक कर रहे हैं, होमिंग मुंह चलाए ज़्यादा,
like a game.
उससे पकड़े जाएंगे.
Simple poke, down forward 1, but then I think once you got to the final round, he just
Yeah, the rounds that he could keep the life bars very close were very competitive, but a lot of times would just get whip punished early and be huge life deficit. But the first time today, Mr. Cherry Berry Mango.
CBM, Trevor Man.
ओ भाई चेरी मेरी पैंगो, इसका बनाएंगे मैंगो.
CBM stepping up to the plate.
और इसके सामने
They're
कौन है?
13th on the leaderboard
What a
currently
man.
with 401 points, trying to pad that total. We were talking to him yesterday. He was
Yeah.
like, he really wants to make a TWT finals.
Yeah, it was just like we had this like nice little conversation. He was like,
Yeah.
yeah, like he just really just wants to make Tekken 1 to a final. So it's something he's not done yet.
खेल तो सब बढ़िया रहे हैं, बस वी पनिशमेंट में मारे जा रहे बेचारे.
And I think you know
अन्य इतने बढ़िया मैचेस जा रहे हैं ना, बस क्या
as
बताऊं.
well. I think and is poised to travel more as well. We'll be going to Evo, going to Only the Best as well. So you know, and someone of his.
हाँ फादर भाई मैं भी वही कह रहा हूँ, खेल तो अच्छा रहा है, बस ये थोड़ा ना वी पनिशमेंट दे रहे हैं और होमिंग मूव का तो बहुत ही कम इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं,
And I think
जहाँ पे
similar
इनको
to,
ज़्यादा
Junte
होमिंग मूव इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए.
I think he's playing some of the best Tekken that he's ever had with the Noctis. He's playing super clean, super confidently, very rarely hesitating in his matches, making mistakes. So he's in a strong place to make the finals. Not even have to worry about the LCQ.
Yeah, I just think that the confidence in his Noctis has been such a breath of fresh air, because I think something we've seen generally from Jin players is just like these characters, like they just lose faith in him, they don't believe in him, like.
Don't do this to me.
You know why he did that? He saw Yoshi.
Okay.
He saw Yoshi. he literally switched because he saw Yoshi there. Because Noctis versus Yoshi is not really a fun matchup for Noctis. There's a lot that Yoshi can really abuse there, so he's decided, okay, I haven't locked in yet. I see Yoshi. I am going to Jin. We'll just talk about the confidence in the Noctis. I mean, he was playing Jin yesterday. I actually saw him play.
Casual?
They were playing some casuals, and he actually played Jin against Galando. Just like a matchup thing. So
I do respect just though, because like 90% of the time you see the Noctis, but if he sees this one
पहले Jin
like a
आया
matchup
भाई.
like this where it's like, nope, Jin is gonna work here.
out straight away. And Jin does pretty well in this matchup, and this is a matchup CBM has a lot of
तला
experience in
तला आ गया भाई तला.
maintaining strength.
ओके
Yes.
लखनऊ वर्सेस तला.
CBM versus
ओ भाई
Talib.
साहब तला. ओ ग्रेपर व्हाट अ मैन. वो पूल है 5 चल गया.
With his sword,
पूल
he tried
5
to
winner side.
suck
What a
out his
man.
soul.
Nice. Look, no punish. Interesting. I mean, I think with
ये
those
देखो
swords,
यही
some
कह रहा था मैं वही हुआ ना फिर.
so you have to
होमिंग मूव का इस्तेमाल ही नहीं हो रहा है यहाँ पर.
so probably just an autopilot error there.
Nice.
No sword sweep launch.
No sword, so there's no unblockable there.
18 seconds. The back to one. Very nice there from CBM.
Oh,
Takes the
back
first round.
1-2. Back to 1.
I feel like putting away the sword that round was the start of a lot of problems for Talib.
Yeah, I mean it worked, but I think, like you mentioned, the autopilot error during the last setting too.
Wow.
Just the
Oh,
exact
man. भाई big launch
Frame
दे दिया.
trap with can-cans, just a hard call out.
I like to see it.
Tried to break the balcony, but the angle wasn't correct.
1 second and counter hit there. Lively now for top. It is fragile, could disappear in a moment. And G kicks 4-4-3, gets a trade on both sides. Okay, the low coming out. Forward,
बच गया. अरे यार. बे भाई.
Into the cartwheel kick, CBM 2 rounds.
I like the hard commit to the
अरे फादर भाई ऑफलाइन चल रहा है टूर्नामेंट TWT. आपको नहीं पता क्या? ये दिल्ली में चल रहा है. दिल्ली में ये ऑफलाइन है. ये इंडिया का ही तो है.
Step there from CBM.
ये इंडिया में चल रहा है भाई. ये सारे कोरियन प्लेयर अब के ये पहली बार हुआ है इंडिया में अपना. अगर यहाँ पे इन्होंने कुछ अच्छे काम करे तो फिर आगे हर बार होता रहेगा वे टूर्नामेंट.
Trying to get a clean splat here, but
Wow.
with punish with the can-cans this time.
ये तो गया.
Was he going to break it? Yes, he is.
Power
Pull off
crush.
it.
No, just
Four,
slides down.
4-4-3, keeping close. Very nice. Back two finishes the one. I mean, one hit does it here for CBM. Talib, what can you do? Jump into the flash.
I respect it.
ओए हल्का सा बस हल्का सा रह गया यार. लॉन्च मिल जाता यार वही सही.
Back 2-1.
हल्का सा रह गया. सिर्फ हल्का सा मूवमेंट हल्की सी और आगे बढ़ के मारता ना तो हो
I
जाता
like
काम.
CBM having the presence of mind against the Yoshimitsu. If you're not going to press a button against this character, up close especially, you want to have that 1.5 backdash spacing, because if they go for that cheeky unblockable sword sweep, you want to make it with.
बहुत अच्छा यार तला भाई. तला यार मेरी जान हल्का सा आगे करके मार देता ही अनब्लॉकिंग तो हो गया था कांड.
It was completely out of reach. So I'd like to see how he adjusts here, because it was just simple decisions could have won him that entire game. So into the second game, CBM looking good with the Jin as well. Not what people were expecting, but I think the moment he saw Yoshi, he knew Jin was there.
It's working out so far, 3 rounds in a row. LLRK.
Nice auto correct there for CBM.
Ooh, counter hits. Tried to go for the geyser, no
Oh my.
dice. Talha has rage. The rage drive did do something for him in the previous game.
With punish there, get up 4, gets him.
अरे भाई वेबू वेबू वेबू.
Out CBM. First round of the second game.
यार ये थोड़ा ना प्रेशर में खेल ले यार. थोड़ा माइंड कूल करना पड़ेगा इनको. होमिंग मूव ज्यादा इस्तेमाल करने पड़ेंगे क्योंकि ये अपना प्लस लेके होमिंग मूव चला रहे सीधा.
Reads there from CBM. I don't know what he's seeing, well, that word not, but It's really working out for him.
Yeah, because I'm not even seeing the button come out yet. He's just beating him to the punch.
हाँ ये वाला सही बिल्कुल.
Down for 2. Won't be a clean, will be a clean ball slap.
Flip over.
ओ नाइस यही तो है यार इस पे.
Still gets the
ओ बहुत ही बढ़िया ग्रैब. Wow.
Super clean round from Talha.
And also, you see the wake up there into the unblockable sword sweep. The tech roll change from about a year ago now.
हाँ ये दे move करो यार.
Such a big
ओमी move चलाओ यार.
like that. That's virtually guaranteed if you tech roll. Sword away now. Now we've seen this cause problems on both sides.
DF2.
Let's see who this time.
Counter hit down 4-2. The Mishima special. You never know if they do it on purpose.
They need to get rid of that.
Maybe.
Weapon is.
Wind got this there. Actually, one
और
here is
भाई
a
मर
trade.
गया.
Because this
Touch
sword
करते ही.
flash is actually slower but has increased range, so that's the trade-off of putting the sword away there.
We're gonna see another cans out of CBM. Oh,
No,
regular
we're gonna see the
hop
hop
kick
kick.
though.
Okay.
आप किक.
We're gonna see the hop kick. Wasn't that confident in his range
कॉम्बो
that
भाई
time.
साहब डेविल. और टैगनेट में तो इससे भी खतरनाक है जिन भाई इससे भी खतरनाक.
Almost had the
कुछ भी नहीं चलाने देगा भाई फिर से.
stuck.
They don't want to commit
इसके
though.
पास ऐसे तो मूव आ गए ना टैगनेट में मैंने रात देखे भाई.
Sword is away again.
जिन कजामा की मूव लिस्ट देखी मैंने.
But off axis.
भाई साहब क्या क्या मूव दिए भाई इसको.
Nice gets the combo as well with the
डेविल जिन वर्सी मिक्स कर दिया सब कुछ.
clean. It's not clean, but the down back four is CBM.
भाई प्रेशर खेल रहे भाई प्रेशर.
Over Talib.
ये
moves
प्रेशर
forward.
नहीं झेल पा रहे.
Maybe the only time we see him play Jin in this tournament, unless he runs into another Yoshi in his
I gotta ask. you,
बढ़िया
Michael,
खेला भाई
bro,
ताला भाई
what was up
बहुत ही
with those
बढ़िया मैच.
cans, man?
अभी तो ब्रैकेट आएगा लूजर वाला.
Like-
Sometimes you just feel it.
अफसान
Like
अफसान
maybe
किधर है
3,
अफसान.
4, and only one of them was a straight up with punish.
Yeah.
It was like amazing.
I mean, I think I always find that interesting when, like, especially for a Jin player, where if you have a read like that, why you'd go for cans over hop kick.
Hop kick. Yeah.
Just keep it a bit safer. But I
अरे
guess,
अफसान किधर है भाई
that's just what
अफसान.
Yeah, when you know it's gonna work, why not go for the most damage, right?
Yeah.
But is he ready with the Zen 4, missing the forward 4 combo?
And look at CBM's health as well. Like I said, a lot of these rounds really could have gone, either way in this first game. And
ये हल्का सा थोड़ा पीछे हट गया यार वो.
Very good work there from CBM to be the sword sweep. There as well, you see how CBM, that sword sweep there, because of the tech roll change, that makes that virtually guaranteed, especially after the flip over. So it's very waking up against Yoshi at the wall is actually a terrifying thought these days.
The only negative of that thing is that the Yoshi player does have to, if they're going to try and rinse the flip over right away, they have to commit right
Yeah.
away. So it's like they're guessing just as much as you are. Doesn't feel good when you're the one guessing wrong, but they do have to commit. So, but good stuff from the CBM Jin. I wasn't expecting it, but you mentioned the Noctis into the
Yeah.
Yoshi being annoying,
It's
if
not
not a
fun.
bad matchup entirely. So, making it happen with the Jin.
I think one of the main things is 2-2. I think if Noctis does 2-2, Yoshi flash punches it.
Okay.
So I think that's one, and that's such a crucial Noctis move. Like you can just not do it, but it's such a big part of a Noctis player's game plan that I think you just really just want to. I think you just want to stay away from playing the matchup entirely because I think Yoshi flash punishes is something that most Yoshi players, especially most Yoshi players, are maining the character. They don't really pick him as a side character, which is like just frame games, I guess. But it's like you have scouted your flash punishes on a lot of things. Therefore, you're gonna know. Okay, when they do this, I can flash.
ओ
punish.
चैनल आ चुका है
I
चैनल.
think your opponent goes in with the knowledge.
What a
okay,
channel.
they
किसके
know
साथ है इसका
my
match?
punishes, I'm not gonna pick this character. As we see Chanel
ये कौन है भाई?
step up to
ओ वायु फले से तो दिखे.
First time today.
वायु फले से दिखे इसकी शकल नहीं
Later
दिख रही.
pools now. So,
इसकी शकल नहीं दिख रही भाई साहब.
see what character he brings
पानी
to the
बोतल डाल दिया.
table. He's got many waifus in the
Many.
portfolios.
many.
Eliza, Zafina, Kunimitsu,
I hope he did-
Elisa.
I hope that the Kunitsu because we're on the lead gate. No, gone for the Alyssa. Okay, interesting. We have Bob. Alyssa versus Bob, actually a match we see very often in the UK. So,
How does it go in your opinion?
it's interesting. So one thing that's quite funny is that when Alyssa does down 3, if Bob does up 4-3, it makes a lot of things win.
Yes.
So that's one of the main things. I wonder if both these two are aware of it.
When Bob does up 4-3, weird things happen in most
अच्छे तो
matchups.
बाहर का बंदा है भाई.
How weird
He's
he
शेख
is.
just like
ओ
shrinks
मेरी
down,
जान
like shrinks
शेख
down,
वाओ.
down, and then-
ये चिड़ा.
Flying jump.
PF.
Nice.
Okay,
back
we
one punch
punish.
there, you know.
Alright, so this is pretty far in this pool. Winner of this will get to winner's final.
Yep. Oh, the C. I respect the attempt though. Honestly, I think with Bob, you've got to put that fear in their heart. So they'll just start off. Chainsaws are out. This is where things get scary. Nice challenge there from Big Rage available as well. Power crush, that should be it.
Chanel being a little bit aggressive with the Elisa out of the gate. I know at Gamer Zeta had some criticisms of his Elisa, feeling that it wasn't very polished. But he's looking really strong right now out of the gate. Bringing on the chainsaws as well.
You have to be confident as well, because when you're playing against someone that like you probably don't know which character they're going into, you have to be confident in the character you pick. So I think this is a good sign of a nice G going for the raw mix-ups right now. Nice combo as well. Then he gets some wave dash pressure in. No, just right up into the forward four. Tries to be special. Get up. Oh, the rage drive. It shouldn't be dead though. With the chainsaws around, this is definitely going to be trouble.
There's nowhere to step that way, Chanel.
Yeah, I think he did the flip over thing.
Really? Okay. I didn't know if he did the command side step or not.
अबे ये तो अच्छा ये तो मेरे को लगा ये बाहर का बंदा है ये तो इंडिया का ही है भाई
Nice, use the chainsaws decisive and then destroy it down one.
Back 4-4.
For Sheik in the corner now. This is not where you want to be. Nice duck. Shoot, shine, finishes the string. Prevent more. Down back three.
Power crush gets beaten out, loses the wall position, but fighting with
nice.
the three. Spends the rage drive.
I like it. This next mix up is important. Chanel just stays down.
ओह बहुत बढ़िया Talib
Sheik, I think this is definitely how you really want to be playing Bob. You know, the first round, you got to be going in with the raw mixes. You got to make them guess. You got to make them second guess themselves. Exactly what he's doing very well right now. But Chanel has a big life lead.
He's been willing to press on the get up kick.
बहुत बढ़िया reaction time ये लड़का सही खेल रहा
Working
है
out for him.
Oh, drop the combo though.
Ball comes in.
Nice hard dunk there, works out. Chanel still has a life lead and she
Whip
just shy
हाँ
of range.
पनीर सही बिल्कुल
Try to chase down, but it's a high.
ओ
Nice
पेट
step.
साइड से उड़ा दिया
Nice, it goes
Okay,
mid,
2-2.
final round first.
Final
She's
round.
Keeping this close, but Chanel been here many times before. Another launch there.
Nice dodge and punish.
I like that hard dunk there, down three. Ooh, that was a twin pistons attempt. Could have been trouble, but nice whip punch from Chanel.
Arey
Is this
yaar.
the game? No, but the down forward four is.
ये ना तारा
That first game was going back and forth between the two of them, right?
सही करता बस
It's like, I feel like Sheik started making Chanel want to like, we saw a lot of hard duck situations and stuff like that, and unfortunately it didn't go in his favor, but it feels like Chanel is like, sometimes he's like the most, I was talking earlier about Nee having that Korean style. It feels like sometimes Chanel just plays the most un-Korean Tekken possible. It works out for him, to be fair, but it's like, willing to make these hard reads, sometimes being very like willing to challenge in certain situations and stuff. So,
If I'm Sheik, I'm definitely going to be happy with that first game.
going to infinite though.
Pick the Infamous, that's very interesting. This is something that the Alyssa player and Chanel prefers to pick as well, so interesting that the Infinite stage is what it's gone to here. So
Nice duck while standing 2-1. Again, willing to bet it all on these little situations.
nice with punish. Nice Twin Pistons again. Paying dividends right now. 4-3 for that unscaled last hit. The forward 2. Nice hard duck back to Chanel though.
Nice wait and whip punish. So that's what happens when you start to challenge a little bit too much. You start getting predictable, and now somebody like Chanel, especially when Elisa has Rage Drive on deck, becomes an easy whiff punish.
Yeah, I just want to see a bit more patience there, honestly, but nice duck.
That's the problem, right? You know, it's good to be aggressive, but you have to be able to like put the brakes on it sometimes when it stops working.
Wow.
Or we just keep going. Oh, the big boy combo.
Love that combo, honestly. Good damage as well. Oh, but
okay, block.
I like how Shiki, he's taking the hard read. He's getting he pays out for it, but then I think he goes for another one unnecessarily and just gives Chanel a route back into the game. We've seen that too many times now as Chanel, I think, took that last one personally.
The big boot 4, like you want to see big damage, I can show you big damage too.
Yeah. He took that CD2 personally.
No, minus
not
13.
Yeah, not the punish there. Double.
That's a combo.
That's interesting. Chanel is showing us some new things here as it looked like he's working on a perfect plus frames here, the jab. Hell sweet, but you need more than that to make this comeback forward 4. What else have you got, Sheik? So, you've got a lot. You've got
Arey yaar, combo drop.
I think that combo could have been dead.
Yeah, full combo into rage
drive.
Stay alive in the game, but I really like Sheik sticking to his guns. We were talking earlier about, like, you know, sometimes
यार combo drop हो गई यार लौंडे की यार, round इसी का था यार ये पूरा round.
Or hesitant to play your game. That man played his game with his heart out, man. He lived and died by his reads, but was not afraid to commit to them. I feel like towards the end of that second game, though, Chanel was like, okay, I kind of had the idea of the type of person that I'm dealing with here and was willing to wait a little bit more and just take some good punish opportunities. But this first game was going back and forth.
Yeah. I mean, that's what really, like, gave me faith in Sheik being able to, you know, pull this all off. I think, you know, just like he knew when to go to the well, I think, but I think just too many times, I think just ended up killing himself in the end. But you just look at this well, like Chanel's whip punish was also the story of the game. You know, there was a round I think in the Arctic Snowfall series where he just whiffed the forward 1+2 power crush, the Giga Jacker for no reason, and then ended up getting a whiff punish for it. I think there it was.
Right there, yeah.
You know, whiffed it. I think just got a bit too antsy, was
Cool
expecting something, and from that range just wasn't the best option to go for. So I think there's a lot, if I'm Sheik, there's a lot that I can take from this, a lot of positives I can take from this. Go on and watch back to improve my game. But here as well, I mean, this CD2, I think this combo personally, I think it was dead.
Oh, it's a heartbreaker, dude.
I think it was dead. Maybe
but
I like what he was doing as many hits, then getting the screw, so then he could rage up afterwards, and that would have been max damage. But I think that combo was dead.
But shout out to Chanel, the Elisa looking very polished today. After, I thought in Gamers 8 it was looking a little bit rusty. Like, it was not doing a lot of the new Elisa stuff. Especially today we saw the back 4-4 with punishing come out. A lot more of the destruction form, a lot more of the new Elisa setups and stuff. So
I think that's because we've just been seeing more, you know, Kunimitsu.
Yeah.
You know, Kunimitsu and Zafina were really the main two characters, you know, we were seeing from Chanel not really playing Alyssa as much. And I think it's weird because Alyssa, I think, is still a very, very, very strong character in this game. The movement very good, then good punishment. That standing for, you know, puts in, you know, a lot of work. We see CBM stepping back up to the plate. I'm expecting the Noctis now, unless
Okay, Cherry Mini Mango दोबारा आ चुका है.
Curveballs all day. We saw the Heihachi out of knee. We're seeing the Fang out of Ulsan.
Chaitanya bro, Chaitanya आ गए, Chaitanya bro.
CBM, another Alyssa day out of Chanel, but we're getting the Noctis versus Venky's Miguel.
चैतन्य ये कोई और है कि अच्छा ये विंग की है. मेरे को लगा चैतन्य है. चैतन्य जैसा लग रहा है बिल्कुल.
Noctis another character where it just feels like he's just doing stuff a lot like Negan and just kind of like hold it sometimes and wait for a big opportunity to present itself.
I think the 2-2 is one of the biggest examples of that. You know, such a long reaching advancing move.
वो भी इंडिया का चल रहा है भाई, इंडिया का.
Mix of the 2-2-2 or the 2-2-4-2, then if you want to change it, 2-2 back 2.
And unless you like really preemptively call it out with the sidewalk left, I believe, beats it.
Yeah.
It's like you have to just commit to it ahead of time, and then if Noctis sees you doing that, then he's like, well, now I can just get in for free instead.
हाँ दोबारा बंद हो गई.
Pick that up, don't litter.
It's so wasteful. It just takes one bite and then it's beyond wasteful, honestly.
रात चल रही थी.
First game here, winner semifinal of Pool 5.
4-2. And keep respecting the 4-2 as well. The warp strike there is -9, so I feel like that's, if there's any time you want to push buttons, it's when your opponent's -9 in your face.
Alright, showing the parry early. Damn, the back 2.
Nice punish there, -10. We're down by 1+2, just trying to keep Venky in check right now. Down back
What?
1,
Huh. He slid into that wall.
yeah.
Nice
Wow.
hop kick. He didn't believe. He thought he got a wall splat.
I thought take this one. Nice step and the shoulder to punish Venky.
that's something that people don't know. When he does Warp Strike or Rage Drive, he's not invisible and vulnerable. He is there. He exists there, and he can hit.
You just can't see it.
Yeah.
CBM gonna be a bit too fancy there. Drops the combo.
Goes for the emo man. Oh, tried the hop kick.
Yeah, didn't work out. Full crash down for one, goes to the mid. 1, 2, back to. Oh, we were speaking about back to a lot yesterday, Blood.
So good.
It's funny because even if you mess up the just
खेल सेक हाँ
sorry, it's +4.
बहुत अच्छा खेला भाई सेक ने बहुत ही बढ़िया बस वो कॉम्बो ड्रॉप हो गई यार लास्ट वाली यार बहुत ही अच्छा लॉन्च लिया था उसने वहाँ पर इतना अच्छा लॉन्च था ना वो बस क्या बताऊँ मैं यार
Miguel's one of those characters I think his combo versatility is just at this point in the game is just really not good.
You get those off-axis hits, you have to commit to like a really bad
Weird
combo.
Combo as the 10 hits start there.
Is that a long leg character thing? Like Miguel Dragunov?
No idea, but either way, CBM. One round away from getting the first game of the board here. Let's punch the back foot one.
Just gotta deal with it.
Yeah. Oh, that's like
Oh,
classic.
nice.
You call that the Sephi 2-1 into South punch parry? Like, see that all
Ball
the time.
carry.
CBM was not ready.
वो मिस हो गई
Same like what we saw, they start licking his lips like, okay, I know that one's gonna work.
Many time, warp strike finds
ये
his
मत
mark.
खाओ यार ये
Down back
दूर
with
वाला
his
मत
two.
खाओ
Ooh, that's another Sephi cell there that showed into the back forward one. Trying to expect jabs or something, and nice.
ये
I
यार
think
launch
I think the up one there is like probably the perfect option you can go for as Noctis because the stab down 4-3 is what -2, -3 on hit, and it's also a setup for a stab punch parry. But the up one, if he goes for it, you're gonna get a counter hit launch for it. So I think that was a perfect reaction there from CBM in that situation.
And when they made up 1 13 and back 2 14, like basically took one frame
Whoa.
off of it, I was like, you
You
don't
know
understand what you did.
You know what's
It's
crazy?
like-
Up one, I've always felt like super fast anyway. I felt like it was 13
Yeah.
before they made it 13. Then they made it.
मैच तो बढ़िया खेल रहे हैं सब बस ये थोड़ा वीक पनिशमेंट दे रहे हैं ना वो
It always felt
वो
like
चल रहा है वो थोड़ा गलत बस
And it recovers so fast as well. So it's another one of those moves like similar to like 2-2 where it's like you have to preemptively be ready to like deal with it. Like, okay, he's gonna do up 1 now. It's so hard to punish that move on reaction if it whiffs in the open.
Benki going for the forgotten realm here. I think this is a stage Miguel. I think both these characters actually excel on, to be honest. You know, for example, Noctis, Emo Man becomes a normal hit launch here, but Miguel, so many knockdowns, he gets to guaranteed hits or break the floor, become launches. So hopefully Benki has the optimization to go for it. Yeah, the up one and the side step left, he's got a combo here. He's got something going on here.
Sidewall splat. Oh, he wanted to get the loops.
अरे भाई एक चीज मत मार उसने तेरे को पढ़ लिया उस चीज को नया मूव ट्राई कर वहाँ पर
I just don't think that's the answer, but nice. Stab up 4-3. Gets a wall spat
Another
again.
one.
बहुत बढ़िया वो एक आधी बारी पैरी करेगा बस उसके बाद नहीं करेगा
Again.
बहुत बढ़िया राउंड
Miguel's
यार
combo versatility really is a problem. I feel like for him, but Venki does not let him phase in.
I feel like that wasn't even combo versatility. This man shoulder charged right through him. It's a Goldberg spear.
ओ ये से मुंह
With
मारा
that string.
And again, this is a normally a
Back
launch on the stage.
पनिश
Punish.
बहुत बढ़िया हाँ ये वाला पैरिया
Parry there, gets the wall. Bounce, Emo Man,
Oh,
combo,
damage.
just frame as well. Yeah, Venki in huge trouble right now. Back to the wall, in rage. One more mix could end this, but he switched the situation. But
अरे
back
यार
to
back to one
Brings down the Thundaga and matches it up 1 round apiece here.
again, the stab up 4-3. So much work for Venki. I just want to see more of it. Honestly, but nice back.
बहुत
four
बढ़िया
gets the
पावर
wall down.
क्रॉस
Gonna put CBM in rage, flip over. Ooh, whiffs there, but could have been way worse.
CPM with rage.
बहुत
Oh,
बढ़िया
I got my
back
own
one.
counter hit high.
बहुत
Yeah,
ही
but
बढ़िया
behind
1-3
Venki
down
goes like, all of the jab strings, the weird strings you don't normally see a Miguel player do, and it's definitely catching CBM off guard. Oh. Up one, such a good counter to the Emo Man combo.
And as the Miguel, you don't have a lot of options besides hard ducking. You can try to dash up and down 3 or something like that, but
Even nice. This is not a count, it's actually a float, but CBM recognizes it, dash jabs to the wall.
Beautiful. Into the drop kick. Put a statement on it going into this potential final round.
Funny enough, Nox's drop kick, that forward roll Beagles was one of the most damaging one-hit moves in the entire game.
It's like maybe 40?
40, 50, something like that. It's insane, but again, counts it there for CBM. Dash jab, they should go to the wall.
Beautiful. What's the bonus grounded damage? This is looking like all CBM right now.
Yeah, Becky needs to make something happen fast. Oh, no launch, but still a nice punish. Wanted something back, turn, rage, spend, and the parry.
Put a statement on it. The Jin came out before. The Noctis is just as ready.
Yeah.
And he's going to move on into winners finals of that pool.
Honestly, I just feel like Miguel's rage drive. That's one of the reasons. It's just that first hit, his hitbox just whiffs so often. And when that second hit's coming out, you can parry. You know, you can power crush interrupt. You can do something. And not CBM ready for it there with the Noctis parry and takes it. But yeah, I think a good show from CBM. I think it's nice we've seen both the characters. And they're both looking pretty good.
Yeah. Thank you, though. He had some moments here. I feel like, man, the walls were not kind to him. And he had a lot of juggle and wall combo opportunities that were axis was wrong, side wall was weird. Maybe went to the well a couple of times on these big lows and stuff, but really the wall, that combo was weird. But really, I feel like Benki, like the walls were not kind to him today, and that knocked us up one like right there was doing so much for CBM.
It was the story of the game, really. You know, just look at the pressure CBM was able to, you know, exhibit, and there, you know, very good from Benki. Actually, to side step and put CBM back into the corner. But I think just the timing on the back two, CBM was ready for it. Wasn't really worried about being in that wall situation there. And but yeah, I mean, again, you do mention the walls were not kind to Benki today. Like, even though he won that round, it was like it should have been won a lot sooner. So.
And here we have the rage drive that's gonna happen right here. Boom, boom. Get at my face. See you in losers bracket.
Yeah, so unfortunate there, you know, for Benki. I think definitely had some swing rounds that could have gone either way, but I think it's a sign of a true clutch player like CBM to still make, you know, that kind of win in that kind of situation looking good. So expect to see more of him later on in the tournament. And obviously, guys, you guys do want to stay up to date and everything, you know, Tekken World Tour. You have all of the socials down there. Can take a look at the standings, everything at TekkenWorldTour.com, and you see the Tekken Twitter, BNE Esports, and BNE Esports for the YouTube as well, to stay up to date with everything Tekken World Tour.
All right, but we're going to take another short break, but stay tuned, because when we come back, it's going to be more pools action here at Fighter Showdown 2023.